Oh. Oh, it didn't do the thing. Hey! What? Welcome to Holding Action. How is everybody doing?
Womp womp.
Oh, hi. Hey. Welcome to the show. What's poppin' crackin'? We are excited to get into some awesome, cool, fun apples and shenanigans. We're gonna do the dance. We're gonna do that biz. We're gonna get into some dirt. But before we do all that, we have a lot of both awesome and super exciting announcements to get to, brief as they may be. Before, I see you reaching for notes. Don't do it yet. Before we get into announcements, though, I want to make sure we're starting caught up because we're getting into the giving season here. We're obviously on that theme for a very specific reason. I want to make sure that we are caught up because we're going to give a shout out to Fingas. Okay, this dude out here doing work.
Yeah.
What is up? Resubbed
Fingas.
4 months now. Sildari 100 bits. Fingas with the 2 gift subs now too. That's double your pleasure, double your fun. That's the greatness of the snake bits, I think.
Jason, save your money.
That's probably a thing. Yeah. Sildari with another 100. L back with us for 11 months. We almost have a baby-versary. Thank you so much for the resub. Sildari with the gift sub to Short Attention Span. Oh, Short Attention Span. Okay, what's up? I'm here with you. And KJ bringing in the mighty Jerd. Basically the most handsome, most talented, most ballinest actor / DM / Renaissance man / I want to say painter. I don't know if that's true or not, but thank you so much for the gift sub, Cage.
Or jumper.
Welcome, Jerd. Probably a good jumper and a looper.
Yeah.
Basically a replacement for Joseph Gordon-Levitt in half his movies. So with that being the case, thank you all so much for being with us. Thank you for getting in the swing of things. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to one Miss Kira Marie. Please go ahead, break it down. Tell them what it is.
Break it down, y'all. Okay, so if you were here, I don't know.
That was good.
If you were here back in June, we ran a charity event here for the Free Forge for the Trevor Project, where we raised $5,170 for the Free Forge for Trevor Project with the free. You know what I meant. Anyways, as Deej just said, kicking off charity event for Toys for Tots tonight. I'm hoping we can beat $5,170. So not tonight, over the course of the whole thing, because if just tonight, that would be kind of insane. There are incentives, donation incentives, both for the stream. So like you can donate a certain amount and do advantages and.
I hate to interrupt, but it seems as if the giving has begun in massive fashion. Actually, Jerd coming in swinging, aka the Joseph Gordon-Levitt of our stream. Advantage to the party to start with a $200 dono to Toys for Tots.
Let's go. Springs is needed, but he will accept it.
Absolutely. Let's get it. Thank you so much for that donation. Please continue. That's amazing.
You can do that.
Everyone just do that real quick. Just real quick.
I mean, you can also donate, and Deej will talk like Is, who, if you were not around for season 1, you don't know how, like, where that's Is is a fireless, he my baby. Anyways, so I know what I'll be, if I do a donation, what I'll be donating to. Anyhow, so there's that. Then also this past week, we had a very special birthday happen. So right there, that one leveled up. So please, everyone, wish that one. Wait, or is he like here? I'm not actually looking at the Twitch screen. He's here on my screen.
No, he belows you for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wish him a happy birthday, everybody. Do the things. Happy birthdays. Okay, that's thing number 2.
We don't have a button, unfortunately. We'll get a button next time.
So, and then, yeah, I'm just really excited to play Skitty for the first time in 2 years. Also really nervous, but.
Peregrine Falcon.
Peregrine Falcon it. Toys for Tots. Let's do the thing.
Tweet! Also, thank you all for joining us and being here, but if you're like, hey, I gotta duck out, or you're VODing this after we've started, but before tomorrow morning. We got a community game that is going on tomorrow, starting at 11 CST, Golf with Friends. It is going to be absolutely out there because the dono incentives for that took a lot of doing to get worked out and massaged in, but they're going to be an absolute blast. We have a stream game coming to the platform on Sunday. Brand new DM to the platform, all brand new players to the platform, doing a very special charity one-shot. It is going to be amazeballs. Super pumped for it.
Amazeballs.
We have a full chalked schedule literally every single day for the next 2 weeks. We are running something either in the FreeForge server or on the platform itself, and it has been a horrendously mountain-sized amount of work to bring it all together, but we have an amazing, incredible, wonderful team over at the FreeForge that has been making it happen. So please make sure that you are jumping in that FreeForge Discord, join up with our community, have fun, enjoy the things, take part in the stuff. It seems like you got like this super important about to fall out.
It's
Go ahead.
very important, and I can't believe I realized after but anyway, there's also donation incentives like overall. So if like a certain amount is donated overall, you can be entered if you donated into a, I'm guessing it'll be a wheel again, but I don't know, wheel to win stuff. I was lucky enough to win a cup back in June, which arrived, and I wanted to share with everyone. All that glitters, that's my cup, holding action. And then also
tight. Yeah, so we're gonna have a bunch of stuff unlocking, and we're actually doing a full giveaway. Everybody in the FreeForge is eligible, and we're gonna be making a big event of it for like our closing ceremonies 2 weeks from today. So we're running for 2 weeks. Make sure you join us for that because it is going to be a ball and or a festival, some kind of
we having a ball
fair. I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to be quantified as. I'm not really you want better words, go watch a languager. So as it stands right now, we are ready to have a lot of fun and do a lot of things. So thank you all for contributing. On that note, L, I see you. Also, go follow L because L is not only getting back to streaming, but L is going to be the one who is running Golf with Your Friends tomorrow. So you can get to know that face in and out of whatever space you happen to catch him in, because now he's going to be in multiple spaces. But
yeah,
thank you so much, L, for your $20 dono for the name twin, bringing a auto crit to Jacky for this night's festivities.
Nice.
Y'all are already pushing it. We're almost at 300 already.
You know who's not pushing it?
You.
You push it.
Push it.
Push the GD button. Push that MF button.
I don't want to push it.
Smush it, mush it, splush it. Okay, splush it, Deej.
Or just push it.
God damn it.
Push it.
Push the
Button, because we're in it to win it.
This is holding action. I can never win with y'all. I don't know. Let's go. I'm super pumped about it. So instead of picking up where we left off, for those of you who were with us, we're stepping away from the typical resumation of our campaign for this special and exciting event for us to raise money to bring people together for a common cause. And surrounding that generalized theme, tonight is going to harken all the way back to a very pivotal moment that even by a few weeks predates the very first ever stream of Holding Action, and is a theme and event that has since come up and set itself well into the lore of Apatia. Check out the patch. Yes, for those of you who are looking to check out the patch, the very first procurement of said patches were when finger guns, low-leveled, completely overwhelmed, unable more or less to contest with any of the great champions of the material plane, pulled off what I, as a much younger and less experienced DM at the time, could only describe as a miracle. Managed to win the Golden Games, yes. Managed to win the Golden Games and a host of benefits that came with it. Perhaps a number of them providing significant benefit on finger guns of their pathway forward, many of which those moments were shared with the actual people who were with us for season 1. So this is a throwback and a bit of a nostalgia for all of us. We're very happy to share some fun and exciting events with you in that regard. And without further ado, we now pick up some many years after Finger Guns had saved Esterlin. They had been a part of the relocation of the migration of the capital all the way to Curan'Sol, Torgos's capital city, now host to one of the biggest Golden Games events that takes place across the entirety of Apatia. But all of the talent, skill, prowess drawn to the honored sands, the fabled arena, forged and built under the guidance and collaboration of King Letus Arundel. And too early for stealth rolls, okay? Jacky.
Failed her charisma save.
Nope.
She got...
Nope, she's good.
that is too stealthy.
Pow!
Okay.
Roll D6s.
There we
Surprise
go.
attack.
Yeah. Surprise appearance.
You have an auto crit. You didn't need to fail your charisma.
You literally that actually goes back to Hera's first stealth roll, which was a natural 1. So
not just Hera's first stealth roll, first roll of the campaign.
first roll ever.
Yeah.
So
no, this was a natural 20 extra auto crit stealth.
that's
I
what I
stealthed so
blinked out of
hard.
existence.
I stealthed out of the internet.
Etherealness.
That seems like a thing. Real quick, also, Aoife in the house dropping that $10 for the birthday boy, Monsignor Sprague, with the advantage. Okay.
Thank you, Eva.
Miss Mindy Kynes, also go follow Miss Mindy Kynes, gonna be putting it down for our Among Us community event for the charity coming up. Go follow her, absolutely wonderful human being, also a person though. Advantage
Just a bean?
Advantage to Skadi. Yes, she loves beans. Definitely make sure you give her beans. Thank you for your contribution, donation.
What was that one?
That was advantage. Advantage. Okay. Okay,
4?
so to Skadi. Yeah, that's you. So, picking up where we have never yet left off. The party finds themselves having progressed through several opening rounds of the Golden Games. Very light work, high-seeded and defending champions. Very little in the way that is likely to stand in opposition to such powerful and legendary heroes. As it happens, Skadi, following the incredible events where finger guns save the planes from ripping themselves into pieces, is now married to King Arundel and presides as the queen within the capital city. Sproigans, retiring from life of zany adventure, founding a bard college before deciding that was too boring too.
Paid
Series
adventure.
of colleges.
Yeah, paid adventure. But ultimately leaving many of the powerful artifacts and collections that they had accumulated along the way now as held keepsakes in the... I don't want to call it a Sproigans Museum, but a museum... Yeah, but it is. But a museum dedicated in Sproigans' honor. And finding their love in one another from a hopeless place. The challenge and tribulations ultimately creating a unbreakable bond until we did the Battle Royale. Different story. But Hera, the party's tiefling rogue, now married and joined with Spriggans on their adventures together. Walker is very obviously doing things that Walker does in just going wherever he's going to go. But we do have one additional guest in the form of Skadee's companion son.
Lava Dog.
That's Lava Dog,
No.
Firelisk, Prince Is of Torgos, a companion pet that was ultimately found long, long ago and has since proven a loving and reliable protector. And on that note, actually, as you wait inside a small tunnel, waiting to be announced for what is to be the final round of contests for the Golden Games, one team now standing in opposition between you and reclaiming your title. A title you have long since lapsed for no interest or need in proving your prowess on an annual basis. But for the sake of circumstance and situation, the hour calls before you all split and go into your separate lifestyles. Hera and Spriggans would eventually retire from adventuring for good and become Bellic and Scylla, giving birth to a one Illyrial, and ultimately swearing off adventuring, at least in public, for quite some time. Skadee clearly having difficulty getting time away from the castle, needing to tend to royal duties, only making a very small window of time for the sake of getting the band back together. But
Also, new mom with Marcus, right? Like,
yeah, that's true. You know, probably very, very toddler. You know what I mean? Very, very toddler, but still getting there. Skadee, as you stand there next to Is, Hera and Spriggans in the tunnel beside you, Skadee's form lumbers forward, turns around to face all of you.
Okay, so I need to listen, okay? Because I'm Mr. Smart, and Mr. Strongest, so you not as good as me, but you could do it, and I'm a
but
believing in you, and around you, not just in you, because my mama said not to just go into people. So, but I'm proud of all of your bags. You have
Of our bags?
yes, you have very nice things inside your bags. So
Thank you.
I won't go in them.
That is the most sensual compliment you've ever given me.
Yeah, well, I'm over here though, so I'm not central inside of you, but
That's okay.
okay.
And Is slowly lays down in front of you, curling into this dog in front of a fireplace, crescent, waiting for the sequence to begin. Thank you so much, Cage, for your Is delivery service donation. $15 to the
Nice.
Toys for Tots. But after several minutes, you begin hearing the crowd fill with a whirring excitement. There is a buzz and blister in the air of audible cheering and commotion and excitement. Everything around you beginning to electrify. And after a brief pause, an individual approaches your gate, wearing what appears to be the official tabard of the games and events, and begins moving forward before looking through these metal bars that are these ornate gold strips with almost filigree cutouts. But just looking through, you see this familiar face the grand arena and the final moments for this tournament's climax, seemingly held in position by very specific people. And the tousled brown hair, the gawky, half sideways look. Oh, it's you lot. How's
Check
it
out the
going?
patch, my guy.
Well, I know you've hit the pitch. Where have you been? You haven't competed in over... Well, I haven't really kept good track of time, if I'm being honest with you. But
Isn't that your
it's...
Same.
Job, Terry?
It was. Yep. Turns out, not very good at it. So, I don't do that anymore. It's sort of like someone else's job, maybe. Not important. Now I'm in control of a gate and other things.
Nice.
A gate and some doors. I have a key ring. Don't know where it is. So you're the finalists as well. Is it correct?
Yeah.
How about that? I mean, never a doubt in my mind. Also didn't know you were competing. But it's great that you're here. Hey, you're not fixing to cheat at all, are you?
Yes.
You don't need to cheat.
What?
No.
No, Terry, obviously we're not going to cheat. I'm going to cheat.
He's not going
Alright.
to cheat. He doesn't need
I'm not going
to
to cheat on you here. I'm just saying in the game I'm going to cheat.
Of course
I
you're not
feel
gonna
like you're a bit of a practical joker here. You're sort of
Oh, I'm a
pulling
prick
on
for
my
sure.
arm.
Hmm?
No.
You talking
no
about
need-
the
no.
goblin?
Yes.
All right.
Terry, listen, I don't
Interesting.
mean to cut you off real quick. It's just a thought that I'm having. Do we have, actually, babe, can I have a gold? Terry, do I have time to get a grilled cheese before we do this whole thing, or no?
I mean, I could go ask if you think it's important.
No, you stay here. You're much more important. If I could go make the run, I would do it. But if we're gonna start, then I don't want to weigh myself down with cheese.
But what about like a grilled like banana sandwich? I can get that ready for
I thought you were gonna say grilled leek.
Cheese corals.
No, I'm not your
What the
mom.
fuck did you just say? Cheese corals?
Isn't that
I
what
was
they're
just
called?
in charge of a gate, so I'm not really sure
We-
who oversees the grilling of cheeses. That seems like a very specialized kind of activity.
Well, and I definitely don't carry cheese, but I can make you like a grilled banana sandwich real quick.
Grilled banana? Skiddy, I don't see you very often. And every time it's lovely.
I'd have one. I'd give it a
It's
try.
lovely.
You
Terry
wanna
will
go ahead
have
and
your charcoal
me up?
banana.
All right,
charcoal
I'll
banana.
Yeah.
pull out a fruit.
Skiddy, you know I love your cooking and the things that you make. I just don't
Are you using your original like inventory sheet as well from level 20 Skiddy?
Yeah, and I have a ton of fruit.
She does have a
holds on to
shitload of
it.
fruit.
Yeah, 12 years later, I've still got this fruit. Okay, I'm into
I mean,
it.
I
I
Let's
mean,
do
it's
that.
still
probably
having-
new.
Part of the whole Skitty's thing was she like, made all these groves of different fruits.
Sure.
So I assume it's new bananas and oranges and all that.
Just
but-
replacing the old bag bananas. Okay.
Right.
Mhm. Fruit
But
mama.
yeah, like this is literally unchanged Skitty's old sheet. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
and in fact,
So-
those I have 10 hit points.
As you are going through this exchange back and forth, the crowd itself begins to stir up more. The therm begins to turn into this rhythmic stomp and pound the entirety of the crowd itself, almost diving into the rising fervor that is permeating the surrounding area. And as you are slipping a banana sandwich through the bars of the door, Terry, seemingly out of it entirely, just casually chewing, begins kind of looking around. Oh, I think I was supposed to let you out actually when I came over. Now that I think about it.
You've got to announce us first.
Oh, right, that was
Should I
it.
do the thing again?
How would you like to be announced?
By our names?
No,
You just want me to say
not-
all of your names, or
No,
Oh,
no.
That's Briggins's. area of expertise.
Not
Yeah, no,
so
Skitty,
not
he means
Sproggins?
our the finger guns, Terry.
Are we
So-
gonna leave out the rest of where that name came from, or like the announcement from the first time?
announce you as finger guns. Is it
Sure.
correct? All right.
Yeah.
Is there something you'd say you're particularly good at, so I can sort of talk you up a little bit?
Letus is not here, right?
Letus is not here, no.
Okay, just to be confused on the things that we are good at and the things that you are bad at.
Make sure that you announce that the queen is in finger guns, and the most deadly tiefling of all time, and the
Been good.
one of the better
Fastest
bards.
bard.
Who does the thing?
Horns with the tiefling and a fast bard.
Yeah.
Right? Right about
Fast.
the longish.
Fast? Why fast? What is fast?
Because you're like,
What do you-
counterspell.
Oh, fast. Got it. A good fast.
Exactly. All
There
right.
are bad
I think I've got this. This is fine.
A good
This
fast bard.
Just change fast to best.
The best bard.
is the best fast
Yes.
bard.
Best fast.
Alright.
Fast best.
Yeah. I'll
You can
I'll
do
make
it, Terry.
a go of that.
We believe in you.
Should I be nervous for what?
Yes.
1, this fight, and 2, whatever Terry's about to say?
We got it in the bag. It's fine.
It's
The
Terry.
fight's
You
fine.
know it's
Whatever
gonna be
Terry's
great.
gonna say is gonna be hot garbage.
I guess it can't be worse than
It's
how
gonna be
Letus
great.
introduced us last time.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe. Ready? Do I just go? Oh, all right. And he quickly turns back around to face the gate. Here we go. This is the moment.
Terry, put your
Forbidden.
banana sandwich down.
Would you just for a sec just hang on to
Oh.
that? Thank you. All right. Good people of Turgos, I bring to you a special privilege, an opportunity to see the fingered queen with the fast bard. The horny one inside her. All the best.
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
And together, they stand as finger friends. And immediately turns around.
Known us for years.
Turns around.
Thanks, Terry.
I
The
come out
gates
just
immediately open. Yeah, and there is
Did he let us
this.
out of the cage now?
Yeah, the gates kick.
Okay.
Don't completely open until he comes back and sorry, I told you I'd nail it. Throws open
So
the other
good.
gate
perfect.
and does this bowing gesture to hearken you forward into the center of the arena. There is a
Strut.
large collection of strange whispers and awkward exchanges being passed back and forth. There is something in the way of confusion, we will say, swimming through the crowd rather quickly. But beyond that, ultimately it seems as if everybody is excited to see some of their favored champions finally returning to the Golden Games arena. Also, what is up, Captain Lagrange? Captain Lagrange, first of all, I don't even think I mentioned it, and I'm going to do it right now as part of the Capitano's contribution. Thank you for the $20 to our Toys for Tots charity drive.
Very nice.
But also make sure you're here for Stay Alive on Wednesdays, because it kicks the butts, okay? So mark that on your calendar. We have like 18 events between now and then. There's just so much to keep in here. I forgot, but be here Wednesday. And Cage is out here. Advantage to Sproggy Sprog. One more time. So,
Thank you, Cagers.
as the crowd eventually begins to settle and you look across the open air arena, there is a series of pillars that are set up that are meant to provide something in the way of temporary cover. However, there is a long straight gate that seems to run directly through the middle of the arena that is probably in the neighborhood of about 50 or so feet long. Several cordoned off areas that look to be designated for other types of activities. For the purposes of the immediate senses, it seems as if everything is still set up from some of the previous rounds. And now for your final challengers, this is the final location wherein all of your contests will take place. As you look right to left, the setup of a small box and a variety of different targets set up, similar to a standard archery range. However, some of them appear extremely small. Some of them seem to be floating in the air, and rather than a typical bullseye series of concentric circles, one appears to be sort of just glowing slightly blue in this hovering, semi-translucent disc. In the middle, the pillars standing on either side of this long gate that runs down the middle, suggesting this is where the joust takes place. And then, on the very far left, a much smaller squared-off location, seemingly indicating a much more intimate and close encounter for you all to take part in. However, after you have approached and entered into the arena proper, you see across the way, perhaps wearing more or less the exact same clothes as Terry, but maybe with a little bit more wherewithal, a little bit more composure and understanding of the circumstances and events that are meant to take place for the Golden Games. This slight dirty blonde hair that you can get a gauge of from a distance takes a slow bow facing the opposite door and turns around. Good people of Torgos, I bring to you a gift like no other. These former champions, these fallen ones, would seek to reclaim a glory that has left them long ago. I present to you the new future of Curan'Sol, true champions that herald a new age of adventure, wonder, and discovery. Please put your hands together for the down and the dirty. And immediately provides a little bow. The gates swing open, and you see before you emerging a muscular thrush barbarian type figure. Human in stature, probably about Spriggins's height, but about twice as wide and probably around 4 times as thick. Spriggins is dainty on purpose, after all.
Yeah.
Standing
Spriggins
directly
is judgy.
Yeah. Standing directly next to this muscle with legs, you see a rather large figure, but you don't really make out any immediately human parts, nor elven, nor Genasi, nor orc. It almost appears like a construct is moving, but you can see hands emerging from what almost looks like a suit of armor. One of the first, and perhaps most powerful, Magi's to grace the early face of Curan'Sol. Quickly flanking them on either side, a dark-skinned female Elven Ranger, a silhouette easily made out by the extension and point of her ears. And then directly her opposites on the other side of the 4 that now stand in front of you. A short and stout dwarf. The red of his beard only cutting through the massive collection of foliage that seems to be amassed around his face, and a large pair of antlers that he seems to be wearing as a crown of sorts.
Hey, Deej,
Yeah.
can I roll a cuteness roll?
A cuteness roll. Is this similar to a like a finger guns roll or a bedroomize roll?
No, this is a. I want to roll to see how how adoptable I believe this character is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say go ahead and make your distance perception check with the cuteness bonus, obviously.
Cool. I'm gonna use Aoife's advantage.
Nice.
25? Oh fuck! I forgot how level 20 shit is.
Yeah. So, as you begin to stare across, the eyes are a deep emerald green.
Ooh.
They're piercing from a distance. Not much of the face can be made out. The large elk horns obscuring some of the face. But there is a twinkle in the eye that perhaps harkens back to some of Spriggins's most time-honored I don't want to fight you moments. This druid loves the earth and living things and is likely here as a measure to prove one's worth. And
Yeah,
otherwise is perhaps of value there. You
Cool.
hear
I'll give him a little like not a soul crush, but like not one of those like kind of waves that your manager will give you, but you know like a longing kind of crunch. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
You gotta figure something out because you guys have adopted like half of Esterlin at this point.
Yeah, might as well go for the other
Don't
half.
be jealous.
So
Definitely not jealous. Isn't alone is a handful. You know this.
We just want a big family.
as
I'm
you
a giver now.
Oh my gosh. As you ultimately see them taking their place on the sands directly across from you, you hear large horns play out. Everybody in the stands who is yelling and cheering takes their seats slowly, gradually, anticipation building in their shifting movements. Terry approaching your collective group again. All right. So the first event is going to be horses. You're going to joust a little bit of something. Do you have a joust with you? Do you need a rental?
Yes.
Some kind of
Yeah.
I'm
we
sure
all
they
have
could
to
work
joust?
that out.
Last time we didn't all have to joust. Are we all jousting?
Well, I think they have more people than you, so I think some of you might have to joust more than their people, even. It's probably fine. How about your horses? Where are they at?
We just have
I
the
will,
one.
wild shape into a horse.
I point at S when I say we have just the one.
So now we have a horse and a lava dog and 2 riders.
You
so,
do.
So
I'll unwild shape.
you're a horse.
A wild dog. That is your prince you are talking about. Don't listen to him.
It's okay.
How did we get
okay.
here? Did we bring horses here?
I teleported us in.
Yeah, probably. That's how Spriggan's got y'all everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Skitty,
Or
you're
we
the-
tree-
you're the
tree
queen.
strode.
Why can't you just order somebody to bring us some horses?
Like, I don't know if I want to like rush people here with horses. I can just be a horse. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just be the horse.
Is that
Yeah, be the horse you want to see in this world. I think that's
Was
the
that a
saying.
super weird sight for like thousands of people to see the queen body
into a
change into a
horse?
horse?
I mean, out of place, to be sure. Probably not alarming by any means, but definitely unusual for sure. Probably not the
Would
standard
we-
fare you'd expect to see at the Golden Games, but
Wait, Terry,
Would
can
we know that?
use Is as a mount?
well, sure, it's got twice as many legs as a horse. Feel like it'd be like,
We won't
yeah.
be disqualified. Would we know this?
well, probably not. I mean,
He's the queen.
yeah, exactly. Do they even have rules? Probably not. They didn't
we
tell
almost
me
got
any.
DQ'd last
Absolutely
time,
do.
so yeah.
Where's a ref?
Well, I'm not really. Well, it's me in this circumstance. So,
Oh, you are actually a ref?
well, sort of, yeah, in charge of gates and rules, and I have a key. We talked about this. Now I have a
Yeah.
sandwich, and reaches back across and takes it out of your hands, Brogan. So, I'm gonna finish this sandwich, and you lot have to ride and do the pokey stick thing. Just that's it.
Right. I don't-
Yeah.
Necessarily feel comfortable riding a skidoo horse. It's no offense to you, skidoo. It's the last time I rode you when you were a dolphin. It kind of made me freaked me out a little bit.
Forgot about that.
I mean,
Dolphins are pretty
I meant to
awful, yeah.
freak you out with that. But none of y'all have ever ridden me as a horse before, so like that would be a new experience for me as well. I was just saying it's an option, and I don't want Is to have to ride us all in every time.
Should I polymorph somebody into a horse?
Deej. I'm gonna look for somebody who looks like an official ref that's not Terry. And I'm gonna cast message.
It's
like-
Terry on the one side, and it is the herald for your opponents on the other.
There's nobody else.
Not in the arena, no.
Anyone in the stands that looks like a ref?
There
Or
are
a
multiple
horse.
people high up, sort of halfway up the seating. That seems to be fine. No horses in the stand.
Would we know if this is okay or not?
I mean, you've only done the Golden Games once before, and they didn't
Well, how
specifically
old's my
outline anything
girl?
for the.
I will.
Because my baby
I
girl's
just-
obsessed with the Golden Games.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
I can just
Yeah.
Let's do it.
conjure, cast bunnies, but I'll cast horses.
Oh shit! Yeah, man. Yeah,
So,
this
get a
one-
horse big enough for Is to ride. Get you a humpadump. Make a humpadump for Is.
I mean,
Oh.
we could turn this into a person for a little bit.
I'm not gonna turn him into a person.
I don't want to go through that again.
I
I'll just,
know. It
but I
would
can
be
conjure
permanent.
animals.
Sure. I don't think you can conjure horses though.
Mm,
She's a level 20 druid, Deej. Okay, she can conjure all types of shit.
That doesn't mean you just do anything you can do. Like that's not a thing. That's not a
I
thing.
don't. It might be.
I'll go to the rule. It's been so long.
Do the people across from us? Do they have adequate horses?
As you are working through your process of making determinations, you see what appear to be two relatively large and sturdy war horses being led up by two of their members into the arena.
Damn, they got nice
Did we
horses
really
over
not-
there.
Did we really not think of this? Like we did jousting in the last games.
Yeah, but
Well, I
like
didn't think it was gonna-
buy
At least
half
we had
of
a
the
spear.
equipment after the games had started at the last.
I don't have a spear.
I have one in my bag.
How do you have a
Just in case.
spear in your bag? Spear is so big.
It's a whole. Yeah, it's a bag of holding. Why do you think I've got like all of our gold and all of those pieces of animals and like random
Huh.
gems? I've got like 5 grand in gems just dangling in there. I'm not
Uh,
gonna carry that.
Are
regular
you
bag.
looking
Shush.
to have horses brought to you from the games, or are you doing
Yes.
something else?
No, I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Excuse me, someone.
Yep,
The,
right here.
can you find someone that Letus has assigned to me to go get some battle horses from the castle, please?
Oh, so you need some horses in some sticks?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
I need a stick.
2 sticks? How many
Two-
horses?
3 sticks, 2 horses, 3 sticks,
2
2
horses.
horses, and
All
tell
of them
Letus
living?
Tell Letus it's for me, Spriggans, and Hera for the game.
All right. No way I can miss that up. I'll be right back.
Let
I
me
think
write
someone
this
might-
down. I'm gonna quick write a note and hand it,
Okay. So,
saying something along the lines like, "For the queen, for the Golden Games, need, what did we say? 2 horses and 3 jousts."
okay. So,
Sticks.
Terry casually begins moving down the entryway tunnel, sort of leaving you in this awkward standing in the arena, just none of the stuff segueing or taking place at all.
I'll just like be waving to the crowd, like, hello.
Yes, it is
while we do that.
You guys
no,
wanna,
I think I
Jam
already
while we wait? Give him a
Yeah.
shot?
Fluid, $15 to Toys for Tots. Thank you for that. And the redemption, but you put no comment in, so I have nothing I can do with that.
That's because
If
I
you
couldn't
redeem
figure out how
because
to
you
do
want
it on
something,
the fly.
I don't know. what to say.
I wanted Is to be like, Mama, you got this. Because
That's literally what he already did. The 100% you got this. That's a double you got this from Is.
Yeah, but now Toys for Tots knows that Is thinks I got this.
And Vox, who's getting this auto crit? Because Vox threw 20, crushing it,
Nice.
absolutely crushing it, and an auto crit from Mama Shark, Jen in the house, the entire party with an auto crit now, $50. Holy bananas, I think as it's pronounced. I'm not sure.
Banana
And
sandwich.
we have a player auto quit from Jammy.
Oh, stream
But
on.
but I also don't know who.
And one of them goes to Sproigans, and the other one goes to Skitty.
And then an auto crit for Sproigans from L. And
you.
another one from L to Fluid. Holy cow. So,
Okay.
whoever needs it. I think Hera is slightly behind, so we'll give that one there.
Just by one.
Just by one.
Is there another
yes.
extra one?
Yes.
Then we
And
are all
unless-
even with 3 crits.
Unless I missed it.
I had 3?
Yeah, we have 3.
Yeah.
Frick.
Yeah, lots of excitement to get into. Fortunately, you're going up against superior numbers. Probably not possible to be superior to you as characters at this point, but there's more of them. So, after about 2 or 3 minutes,
Before... Okay.
is there something
I
you're
have the
looking
Helm
to
of Teleportation.
do? Okay.
So I'm gonna actually run up to
See what happens,
Harry
Deej?
and tell him to hold off. And I want to teleport.
Oh no, are you getting
To the
Hershey and
castle?
High
squirts?
level spells early.
No, it's just my
No,
my
it's-
helm.
It's
An
a charge.
activated item. Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna use my teleportation to pop into Skiddy's castle, in the barn, and I'm going to grab 2 horses. Right, we said 2 horses, and grab 3 jousts, and then teleport back.
Nice.
Okay. I'll say as you arrive, then, you find yourself immediately facing a guard who's standing in front of the armory and some of the lead-offs that disappear behind the main portion of the soldier encampment that's next to the Citadel of Steel, where you would know these items to be kept. It doesn't seem as if that there's a lot of guard presence right now. Clearly, everything is going to be migrated towards the city for the purposes of securing, overwatching the additional activity for the Golden Games and things of that nature. But teleporting into a location that literally nobody else would probably be able to teleport into, but because you are specifically allowed via enchantment and appearing, requesting horses and weapons, this guard is immediately on edge. And as soon as you appear, apparating in space, this guard Intruders!
Oh, hush. I'm here from the queen.
Oh, hush. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dad.
Oh, I need you to make a persuasion check, please.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hush.
Persuasion check. That's gonna be a 26. God, I love being level 20.
Oh,
This is so great.
I know, compared to your level 8 or 9s or whatever you have right now. So as he's charging, absolutely this fury burning in his eyes, looking to lay a sword chop, stops right in front of your face as you're... Oh, hush. Stop. Looks confused for a brief moment.
And I'll hold up something I've scrawled beforehand.
Sort of lifts up
This is
his
a
helmet a little bit.
A missive from the queen. Okay, I need to get some supplies. And Skiddy did not write this. I did, but it's in her handwriting and signed with her name. It's fully legal documentation, but she
That's some
legitimately did
Hera-ish
not
right
create
there,
it.
yeah. It's a forged
I got
document
the
that
skills,
also
might as
is
well use-
legal and legit, yeah.
It looks absolutely legit, but she absolutely did not write it.
The guard looks it over, and the lowly NPC guard, no match for the keen and practiced hand of the experienced and practiced rogue, who also actually has legit documentation and has provided a rather convincing face-forward approach to the infiltration. Three jousting and
3 jousts, 2 horses.
pair of horses. Yes. Oh, and quickly, hurriedly puts the sword away before.
It's okay, I know I was sudden.
And disappears through a large set of wooden doors, clanking, falling, this cacophony and royal of clanging and absolute chaos taking place behind the door, similar to a Bugs Bunny cartoon right after the wooden door closes, before you eventually hear this extremely loud pound on the interior of the door. This quick grunt.
I'll help open the door.
Yeah, and you see he's just moving the tips of the jousts out of the way, apparently having gotten caught up running towards the door, carrying multiple jousts, clearly not super practiced with them. This guard is probably not a trainer of any kind with these weapons, let alone proficient, and
Nobody's
ultimately
learning.
drops 3 long jousts on the ground directly next to you.
Are there any spears or shields within eye view?
Yeah, it's the royal armory, so there's going to be a large collection of things.
I also need these, and
Grab
I'll
it
just
all.
open up my bag of holding, and I'll grab 3 spears,
Grab one of everything.
3
3 of everything.
3 shields, 3 jousts. Okay, give me the horses.
Are you going to put them in that bag?
No, I'm gonna hang on to them. They die if they go in there.
That bag kills things?
There's just no air. So,
Oh,
like, if you need to breathe and you go in there, you suffocate.
Of course, right, obviously.
Just lead me that way, and I'll also grab a bunch of arrows and stuff them in my bag as I follow him to the horses.
You don't even need any of this stuff. You literally have, like,
I don't
all of the... Okay. So,
My arrows right now don't tell me how much I had because I was writing them down, and this is just a copy.
sure, why not?
I want to be prepared. Plus,
So-
I'm a hoarder.
I thought you were about
So-
to say I'm a horse.
You are... Nope, that's skinny. You are led towards the interior portion of the Citadel of Steel, right outside where the Horde Yard location would be, a number of troops training and comings and goings from your standard guard fare. But in short order, you are led to what would be the King's Stables, and there is a large collection, probably 24 or so in total, of a variety of different horses that seem to be bred, trained, and treated for a number of different purposes. Some seemingly courier or speed based, some that are extremely hefty and hardy, designed for a more rugged terrain or a more combat oriented approach. But there is a large offering to choose from in this circumstance. What would you like to do?
Hey Jeff, do you know which of these guys have done jousting before?
We don't really hang out. I couldn't say.
That's okay. I'll grab 2 of the ones that look like legitimate war horses for the difficult terrain and sturdiness.
Okay.
So they don't get toppled.
Okay.
And I'll just grab 2 of those and I'll be like, thanks, dude. And then I'll teleport out with me and the 2 horses. And any equipment that they would need to be ridden in case they're not.
And you absolutely raided the armory, stole some horses, and found yourself immediately teleporting back.
Bye, Jeff.
As you see
his name is Jeff.
Hera materialize in front of you, this burst of purplish blue smoke filling a small circular area around her return. As you hear this hee-haw from a donkey-esque creature coming up the ramp, and a slight neigh as this thin, somewhat sickly-looking chocolate brown horse and a grayish donkey are being led up the track by Terry.
Deej,
Got him?
Deej, two
Yeah.
things. One, I feel personally attacked by us asking for horses and you bringing a donkey. Okay? Just throwing that out there. 2, okay, then this is in-game. Okay, thanks, Terry. And then I'm going to speak with animals, and I would like to have a conversation with all 4 steeds.
Hey, Skadi.
Okay.
Does that donkey look fast?
But I'll ask him how he feels. Just
Okay.
all right.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Did you want me to grab you one too?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm just intrigued by riding a donkey.
Hello, steeds. Royal steeds. How are you?
Fine.
Okay. I just have a few questions for each of you. Just answer individually, one at a time. Okay.
We are
4
not-
different
nope.
horse voices.
Not doing it. I'm literally not
Someone
going
donate
to.
to make Deej
You
do
get
4
disqualified.
horses.
I just need to know your names and how you feel about jousting.
You get absolutely disqualified from the Golden Games immediately.
Oh my god.
Humpadump is the donkey, obviously.
Friggins, this one is for you.
Yep.
Okay.
He actually said he wants you to be the one to ride him. Like he is.
Yeah. The pale, sickly,
Match.
chocolate brown horse, Potato Face, and then it just so happens that the war horses that you brought in, obviously we have Quarks, and Trevor. Quark and Trevor.
Okay. Quark,
The return
your
inning.
services and Potato Face, your services will not be needed this evening, but I appreciate you coming to join us.
Oh, Potato Face looks like a walker-ass horse. I'm just gonna say it, doesn't
I
it?
miss him.
Yeah.
I don't.
You do too.
I do.
You do too. Don't lie.
I do. Hera and I talked about him earlier this morning.
But I
Maybe
do
have
appreciate
orange juice.
Hera here. This one's Trevor, and he is ready to take
Trevor?
you into jousting.
Oh, thank you, Trevor. Oh, and here's some jousts. I'll pull them
Oh
up.
shit! Thanks
Yeah.
And then I'll pull
Yeah.
out apples for all the horses and some chicken
for the donkey.
Hopefully they won't-
for my
What does donkeys
mount
eat?
for this evening.
Donkeys eat carrots and stuff. Vegetables.
Do you have any
Yes.
carrots in your bag?
Iskadi,
Maybe.
you will have an auto crit as well from L, basically
Oh, nice.
spreading it all the way around. Why didn't you just do an advantage for the party? You could have just got a whole advantage for everybody, and you just chopped it up and putting bullets out there.
Wanted to give toys to those tots.
He's trying to give
Any-
more toys to all them their tots.
Aw.
So I'm trying to give my donkey Humpadump some advantage. Don't spend your money on my donkey.
But here is an apple for him.
Sildari,
and
are
then-
you here? Clip him saying
Thank
that
you.
because I want a perfect quote of Jones. Don't spend money on my donkey. All right.
Yep, that's what you get for trying to drink, Kira.
Let's make that a sound, and it can be my new notifications.
All right, well, I give the...
I thought
So,
that was gone.
what
now
are you
that
all
didn't
looking to do?
sit next to me, Jones? I am going to give Is some chicken, and I'm gonna. Is, are you good if I ride you into this jousting fight, or should I go get Quark's back?
You mean you want me to carry you?
Yeah, kind of, bud. I do.
Okay, well, that's okay. I'll carry you. If
I mean, you are the strongest.
asking nicely, and you give us some chicken.
And I'm asking very nicely. I would like to ride you instead of a horse. I want you to carry me instead of a horse carrying me. And
I'll to carry you. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll hand him some chicken from my bag of colding.
Seems to immediately gobble it up.
I just want to freeze frame of that Deej face.
Gobbles it all up.
Okay. Now we're talking.
There's more chicken.
Okay, I'll
If
take
we
it.
win. No, if we win, we don't. That's when we get the more chicken.
Why so if we do not win, I do not get to eat again?
But there's more chicken like right after we win this event. If we don't win this event, you do not get more chicken right after. You won't get chicken until dinner.
If Is gets so hungry, is he a threat to eat a guy?
No,
In this
that is
event?
rule number
Yeah.
2 of it. Is there no blue elves.
Sometimes.
Rule number 2. Rule number 1.
I mean,
Listen,
the mama
Hera.
says so. We were there. You told me.
I just set them on fire, so easy.
But you also aren't
Well,
supposed to do
we're
that
gonna
unless
just-
Mom tells you.
Okay. Just give me one more and we'll go ahead and we go.
You
Mhm.
okay? I will give you one more chicken. We go ahead and we go, but first.
Okay, yep, sure.
All right.
And this basilisk with 8 legs begins putting out a number of them for fist daps with the rest of the party immediately surrounding.
And I will
Okay, so
pull
we
out
do
another
this. Okay, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yes, make
no.
sure you get your follow-ups done right now because I don't want to. I don't want my donkey stepping in one of your huge mounds and getting stuck.
We'll go last. He might be able to use that.
Okay, yeah, I can
Yeah,
do a
run
follow.
backwards and use the fallout as a spear.
Oh, I mean, I was thinking
I can
like a-
throw it.
olfactory spear. I mean, I was just thinking that if the other horse, like, got stuck in it.
Yeah.
So we'll go last.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, we're just.
so
right
me
here,
and
then.
this Humpadump we're gonna go first then.
That's such a, you know what? It's a beautiful name. I don't know why I think it's strange. It's a beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful name. You steed, mount, donkey.
Hmm?
Don't look at my
So-
ass.
So
No.
you immediately
want.
see the gate have these small rods rise in place, hovering from the ground below into place, now holding this fence in this resolute position. There is this quick burst of firecrackers that shoot up across the interior portion of the arena itself. A small but theatrical collection of color, light, sound, everything dancing in this brief moment as you hear the surrounding crowds begin to whir up, their excitement again beginning to build. And lining up at the opposite end of the steeple, sitting atop a large, dark black horse, this human barbarian figure
Oh no.
holding the
Oh no.
holding the
Oh, no.
joust with one hand.
Spoikens was like 6'1" sitting on this halfling-sized donkey.
6'1", buck 40.
Are you going first, babe?
Oh, I'm going first. Check me out.
Okay.
Okay, so
You know what? You can do it. Okay.
You know what?
have
You
this
can do it.
So good.
Thanks.
Thank you. And then
Shinar
after
don't
this,
got
let's get some
shit on
tacos.
you.
All right, Sproggins, I need for you
I
to make
give you
for
a-
me an animal
I give you an
handling
inspiration
check.
dice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Make an animal handling check, please.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, hump and dump. It's a natural 1, Deej! We're off to
But you
a
have
banging
crit.
start. Nope.
Uh,
Not
okay.
using shit.
Okay, so
Nope. I'm keeping that
immediately
natural 1.
Sproggins and his donkey humpadump rear up, and
Ugh.
you see Sproggins tossling on top of this steed before he ultimately ends up sideways.
We're good. We're totally good. Right, hump and
Yeah.
dump, we're good.
It's ultimately one of those things where you go entirely sideways, get back almost pointed the right direction before you feel Humpadump kind of pull you back away again,
Oh, no.
unable to immediately charge forward. And as you spin around, you continually see this
Oh, fuck.
charging directly at you.
Oh no, I cast Blade Ward on myself. If you let me.
For sure. I suppose.
Oh no.
Hanging on with one hand though. So I'm gonna say go ahead and make another animal handling check. But
Okay.
this time, I'm gonna need
Uh-huh.
you to make it at disadvantage for me, please.
Okay. Oh, big woof. Okay, that's some Marith type rolls right now. 10?
10? Okay.
Okay,
So-
Dumpy.
You eventually get Dumpy straightened up, pushed back on course, and just pushing forward as Sproggins has this joust jostling off the side, unable to even get it into the cradle at this point in time yet. So now I'll need you to make a concentration check to try and shoulder or to try and cradle your joust, please.
All right.
God.
What is concentration?
It's con plus any modifiers if you have modifiers for concentration checks.
Oh, well, I mean, no.
It would probably be pretty
11.
rare, so it's basically just a constitution check.
12.
Okay. So as you are riding forward, Humpadump finally on track, looking to push forward, ultimately actually moving the right way for a change. You go to cradle your joust. Takes a little bobbling, but holding on, ultimately get it sort of scooped in. And as you see this barbarian charging forward, it doesn't even try to cradle it. The grip is so strong, the focus is so sharp. He raises it above, suggesting he's going to provide almost this leverage strike. Extremely good riding and extremely good concentration from our
I thought you were
strong
gonna say good
friend
looking.
here.
Because I believe that too.
I mean, he's thick with like several C's if you're into that. So Sproggins, I'm gonna need for you now to make a strength check at disadvantage.
All right. Shit, we're gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna use KJ's advantage now to make it a single. Let's do it. Bullshit. So Sproggins. Wow. Sproggins has a -2 for strength. So this is a.
Yeah.
So this is a 1, Deej, but it's not a natural 1. It's just a 1.
It's a dirty one.
So it's like
Clean one.
it's like an opposite Anthar. It's a
So-
Opthar.
The life of adventuring
thinking
and
of.
the inconsistency of experiencing tribulation with any regularity has left your muscles, your wherewithal, some of your toughness and grit a little out of polish. And
Okay.
as you bring it into the cradle, it is not so much the position or posture as much as just holding this long, protruding weapon is so much strain on your grip that you feel this soreness begin to grow in your fingers very quickly.
Oh yeah.
And Skadi and Hera, as you see Spriggans loosely galloping forward, you see the joust drop from his grip as he turns around in time to catch the natural 20 from the barbarian.
Oh no. Oh. You know, this is fine.
I mean, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like,
This is totally.
this is not
who
the
cares?
direction I thought this was gonna go, but so Spriggans, I need for you to make for me a strength saving throw now.
Oh, I'm so good at those. Bang, let's do it. 14, what's up? Oh wait,
Okay.
is this a... This is not a spell, correct? This is just making
No,
sure
this
I
is a-
stay on my horse.
Yes, this is to stay on
Okay.
your horse.
It is a 14.
Okay. So
Also, Blade Ward makes me resistant against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. I don't know
Okay.
if that changes anything.
yes, it will in this instance to some extent. So you will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage reduced from 12.
Okay.
And 4 points of force damage as you see this barbarian almost standing up in the stirrups and doing this downward strike. The
Oh my
perfect
God.
timing and momentum as Spriggans' chest is nearly imploded with the impact. I'm sorry, what was your saving throw
14.
again?
14.
14. The tip of the lance itself explodes on Spriggans' form. This shower of splinters as Spriggans' form immediately lays back, his head bobbing on the tail end of the donkey as it slowly begins running back around.
He's the hump and I'm the dump.
Yeah. Basically
The dump. This is
just
the dump.
clinging to the donkey
Oh,
by the stirrups and components that ultimately cause you to ride the creature in the first place.
nice.
Brutal. So as soon as
Yeah.
you see Spriggans return, about halfway up in the stands, you see this large red-robed figure step over a small pedestal, holds up a single blue flag and places it in this riser. Enough space in each side, 2 separate risers signifying your divided sides. Enough space for any 5 flags to fit. Spriggans, as you slowly go through the process of a singular sit-up to bring you to an upright position, having mustered that strength at least, by the time you return to your party, Skadi and Hera, you see Spriggans return a little more worse for wear.
Oh. I'm gonna give you a hug and a kiss on the cheek and
That guy's so big. He's so
15
big.
HP. I don't remember how much. How much did you lose?
Doesn't matter. I feel warm again. You know.
I think just 10 would be fine, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
All right, I'll give you 10 HP.
Oh, thanks,
Okay.
babe.
Oh, sweetie.
I play it up a little bit more.
Oh.
Who's
I'll make sure
riding
that they're
second?
really good tacos. Me.
Okay. And you're riding the warhorse, correct?
Yes.
Named Trevor.
Shit, I forgot
I'm
you
going
gave
on
me
Trev.
bardic inspiration.
That's all
I mean,
right.
you didn't get dehorsed, so that's
Yeah.
probably of value there. All right, so
I mean, a lot went down there.
Mm,
Did you give me some too?
Thankfully,
I did. It's a D12.
Okay, mine's a 6.
thankfully, you
Level
didn't
one.
use it because it sounds like it wouldn't have done any good.
No.
Probably.
might not have been the easiest way to go, but okay, Hera, as you begin bringing Trevor forward to the steeple, lining up across from you, wearing what appears to be this heavy, full coverage, blue metallic armor, but with moving parts and components. The Magi lining up across from you, but on foot. And they seem to be stretching out, as if to suggest they're ready to go.
Before I'm ready, I want to make sure that this joust that I got from the armory isn't weaponized and it's joustable. Because I forgot to check that. And I'm gonna... Okay, you and me, Trevor, we're gonna take... I don't know what this armored guy's doing, but we're gonna do this. Okay, Trev? And once we kick these guys' booties, all the carrots or cabbages or apples you want, I'll talk to the druid.
Okay,
We'll
so make for me
Yeah.
an animal handling check. No way.
I'm not keeping mine. Mine's
Okay.
a natural one.
Oh,
I'm not keeping mine.
keep it!
I refuse. Ooh, I have luck.
Uh-huh. So do I. I forgot.
I'll have luck this time.
Yep, I forgot. Completely.
Yeah,
Okay, that's better.
Turned the cheat codes off on season 2 for sure.
Yeah. Animal handling 22.
22. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Using my
So,
luck.
in a sharp contrast to Humpadump's original departure, Hera tears off on Trevor charging forward. As you look across, you see this Magi beginning to run, taking these large steps before leaping into the air from within the interior thigh, from some of the thigh paneling, from portions of the chest armor and plates, all of it unfolding in this concert of motion, provides this rolling disc underneath that seems attached to their armor. They begin shuffling almost this galloping pace before the ring that they are riding breaks open and forms the skeletal structure of this vaguely horse-like shape. Except for instead of having to ride it and sit on stirrups and go through the process of treating it like an animal, this individual is clearly riding it like it is a part of them. And as they bear down on the front brace of this singular strip of metal that is slightly protruding from their armor but still moving fast along the ground, they swing their arm out and this massive joust emerges that they quickly drag back and are charging forward almost like this ship's mast coming directly towards you.
My inner L is so happy with this situation.
Okay?
Hera's
So,
just gonna
as you are charging forward towards the mechanized, heavy armored Magi, I'll need you to go ahead and make a concentration check to cradle your joust.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages.
I feel like we are not doing so
Concentration. What is that?
Yup.
Add your Constitution modifier.
Thank you. 25.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so
It's just a big ass dagger.
yes, Spriggans, as you are still nursing the massive contusion that is certainly forming along your chest, just rubbing it, you watch her tear off immediately, horse going from slow, singular paced walk to this full speed gallop. The joust dragging down behind as you see Hera gain rhythm and grow in sync with Trevor. And as soon as that moment of praxis takes place, the gap between them begins to close. Like a robotic movement, the joust immediately flies up into Hera's cradle, none of the pace or progress disturbed in any manner whatsoever. Hera, make for me a strength check, please.
I'm gonna do my biggin.
That's right, you're giant.
Yeah, you could hear it too.
How long does your bardic inspiration last?
10 minutes. You still have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use
Yeah, I
it.
haven't given a one to anybody else yet, so.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot. Strength.
That's a lot.
27.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
7, 1.
Okay, so after making an
I will
absolute
avenge my lover.
mockery of Spriggins's efforts, there is there
in the
is
hallway.
there
See,
is
Hump It Up?
this.
That's how you do it.
That's he's watching. There is this immediate lock in. Hera bearing down, riding at this slight angle to provide maximum impact. Okay. And Hera, I'll need you to roll 2d12 for me, please, and tell me the numbers individually.
2d12. I have 1 is a 12,
Okay.
and the other is a 9.
Nice.
Jeez.
I had
Okay.
to check to see if it was a 6 or a 9.
So, you see a similar explosion. The joust completely deconstructing on contact with the heavy plate metal of this magi. And in this shower of splinters, you hear this punch of metal, a massive dent riding in the centered chest of this figure. And as their horse still carries towards you, they're wavering. You can see just this small triangle shape of face exposed from the robotic armor around them shifting away before you see it waver and they actually slide off of their horse. Hera casually galloping back to the starting blocks to see her man belonging away.
Yup.
Are you like
Yeah.
I'm on the horse doing this.
Yep.
This is like the cutest thing ever.
I don't even know what's happening. We are off the rails.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
This is finger guns, Deej. You're used to this.
that's
like-
true.
No, it's been it's been a little bit, but
Upon Hera's return, you see 2 flags now placed on Fingerguns' side of the scoring mantle.
2. I got 2.
Yeah, you knocked his ass off.
You dehorsed the rider as their mechanical contraption collapsed.
Uh-huh.
Their mechanical contraption collapsed beneath them. And that brings us to Skadi. Are you ready to ride?
Yeah, I was trying to find one of my IS D20s here since I'm riding IS in, but okay.
You probably threw it in the trash.
It's probably gone
By
forever
accident.
now. Obviously.
Yeah.
Or you
sorry.
put them in a special box next to your bed.
What?
I grab my Skadi box and
All
like,
right,
yes, I'm
Skadi.
ready. I'm going to mount on IS, and I'll be like, okay, bud, you ready? So did you see what Hera did?
I'm gonna say you're not gonna be no, because the Magi could. So yeah, we'll say that Skadi doesn't have to make an animal handling check to open. Okay, so just a run. And
And
that's
if you gotta
it?
fall out, yep, and if you gotta fall out, just fall out. That's fine, but just keep running while you fall out, okay?
Okay, a full speed fallout. It's been a while. All right, okay.
Full speed fall out if you need to, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom's gonna try and do what Hera did and knock that person off their horse.
Or do what I
Okay.
did.
I could
If you
just
get
turn
hit,
them
don't
into
fall
a
off yours.
stone. You want me to do
Nope.
that?
No, I gotta knock them off. If you turn them to stone, then I can't knock them off and I won't get as many points.
Yeah, then
Are
they'll
you
just fall off because they're
sure?
heavy.
Yes. That's how that works.
Okay, Spargans seem like maybe he say yes though.
I'm smiling with my eyes at Is only, and that's it.
But do you listen to Mom or do you listen to Spriggans?
I mean, I listen to Mom.
And Mom said that'll make it more difficult.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
Do you?
I'm
Remember-
gonna say Skadee. please for me, make a persuasion check at advantage. Spriggans, please make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
You've got a Hera next to him, like elbowing him. Fucking no.
Let's see. My persuasion is plus 17, so let's see how this goes. One is a natural 20.
I'm not even gonna do the math on mine.
And a
Yes, I
10,
will.
so 27.
No,
Skadee?
plus 17, that's a 37. Oh, and a
No,
10. I got what you're
yeah, but I
saying.
had disadvantage.
Okay, so
Oh, expertise having ass. So what did you roll, Skadee?
26.
See the power that Spriggans has with just his eyes balls?
I mean, you do have auto crits if you want a quick.
Okay.
But I did want to remind Is that you only get chicken if we win this.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what to do, Mama. Okay.
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 All right. So, Bud, you gotta run as fast as you can.
Run.
What is remind me because I don't
I'm gonna
have
get
Is's sheet now.
disqualified.
What is his speed?
Is's
I think he is slow.
No, he's 30 feet.
Oh, okay. So
Probably
a
faster
human.
than Humpadump.
Yeah, I mean he'll go the right way to start, so I think there's a
Yeah.
discrepancy there, but
but he also so this is like a big training room. You remember in the mansion how you loved going Fallout in the training room?
Okay. I'm a
See how this
listener.
looks like? Looks like a big training room, doesn't it?
So you want me to follow right now?
No, when we're running. This is what you've been training for.
I just imagine these sessions just on a track. Okay, now shit. Nope. Nope. You do it again. You shit when your legs weren't separated enough. Now it's on your leg.
just perfecting the act of
Every
Yep,
time you went to the
separation.
training room, Bud, and you did a Fallout in the training room, this is what you were training for.
Okay, so without
This
issue,
moment.
Is clambers up to the starting blocks, ready to.
Okay, Mama, we do this now, okay? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Brigands and Hera, you're seeing those back four legs kind of kicking out, getting a little loose.
yeah.
just
There's like
spacing.
a cat when they're gonna go and they like do the booty wiggle.
So immediately Is kicks off at the speed of a normal human, doing this 8-legged trot forward, lining up directly across from Skadee. We have the large dwarven figure riding a almost pure white horse with a couple large black spots along one of its flanks. This huge helm of elk antlers charging towards you, though the antlers themselves don't rise up significantly beyond the gate itself. Fortunately, Is is also rather short compared to a horse, and you have this slight height discrepancy, though both of you are kind of riding immediate eye level of the steeple that you're charging past. So,
Ottomans with wheels.
yeah, go ahead and make for me a concentration check to cradle your joust, please.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages because that was not as bad as some other people's. But that's
Oh,
what I'm
man.
talking about.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
20?
That sounds like a 20.
It had to be a 20. I've never
That's-
heard
Hope
Kira
so.
use that
Hope
voice.
so.
Yeah, that didn't sound like a 17. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
it's a natural
16.
20, which Skitty's not as dainty as Spriggan's, but that does equal a 20. So
okay. So our dwarven druid friend also rolled a natural 20.
Oh, get out of here.
So both of you immediately shunting the joust up into your armpits, locking in your would-be attack for the very near future. I need you to make a strength check for me, please.
come on, Skitty dice. I mean, it's not as exciting, but it is a 16.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, as you begin riding close, the moment of praxis nigh upon you, it seems as if while the
Nay
cradle
upon
was
you.
strong, the joust appears to be off kilter, slightly loose in the grip, not being wielded maybe as effectively as you would expect from a Golden Games champion of all people.
Uh-huh.
I need you to roll 2d12,
Spriggan's understands.
please.
Yeah.
2d12.
2d12, that is correct. Also,
Okay,
while you
one.
do that, I am going to get caught up just right quick
One
because...
for Skitty, one for it.
Do it. Do it. Hey, Sildari, I still see you out here, okay? With the 3 gift subs. I know where you at. I know
Nice.
where you sleep. I'm not going to
That
tell
was
you
my
I know
cover.
that, but now you know that I know that. Captain Lagrange for 100 bits. Mitch! Absolutely crushing it out here. The Von Explaino. That is the perfect way to rope in. You're trapped now forever. Mitch, thank you for the gift sub. Von Explaino with the immediate follow through on that and the 100 bits. That's a double win. That's a double, but not in a sports way. And then it's the strongest. Somebody's bringing all the season 1 sock puppets out to come play. That's still 5 months with a message of "Hello, mama." So, thank you, It's the strongest, for locking it down.
Was that like a
Absolutely did
Kavini's book name change?
Yeah, or like a Marith's shield or
Oh.
Echo's
Echo's
Lyre.
Lyre.
Don't need that one anymore. Change that.
What did you roll for your D12, Skitty?
Even though I know one is not Is's and one is not mine, I'm still going to differentiate them that way. It's got a 12
Oh
on the
yeah.
Is dice. I got a 6.
Nice.
Okay, and the massive thrust of Skiddy's joust, making solid impact with your dwarven adversary across the post from you.
I had a conversation.
Yeah, exactly. The explosion of splinters, perhaps not quite as robust as Hera's, but ultimately a clean and true strike, sending a decent amount of jousty bits cascading off from the point of impact. Fortunately for your opposition, our dwarven friend maintains grip on the reins of their steed, giving all of you a quick side eye as you see him turn back around, bringing the horse back to the top of the post. Yes, jousty bits. As you look across, you now see this Elven Ranger, this female elven form, directly atop a much smaller, more nimble-looking horse. Joust seemingly the same size, but readying herself at the opposite end from you. Who is riding against the Elven Ranger?
I would like to
Again,
redeem.
babe?
Yeah, I would like to redeem myself, but it also makes total sense because you're super badass.
No, you got this one, okay?
I
Kill
do
that
got
hump a
this.
dump.
I do got this.
Kick that owl's ass.
Do you want
Okay.
this?
Okay.
Don't say yes.
Yeah, baby. Me and Is like the
about your
like
donkey?
the old days. What about him? Okay, hump a
Dumb
dump.
corgi
This is gonna
was
be
really
fine.
Hump a dump. You gotta take a $5. Okay. Me and Is got this. Me and Is are gonna win it for the whole team.
Ah!
You're gonna, you guys are gonna do this.
Hump a dump.
Right.
You're great. Just get your rest.
Just start eating some of the sand in the arena directly next to you.
No, you're gonna shit that out later. That's gonna be rough.
That's gonna be It's gonna be. Oof.
All
All
right.
right. Is, you got this?
I got what?
Oh yeah.
You do that again with Sproigans.
Uh huh.
Oh, Spoggins are gonna ride?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give Is
No.
a chicken.
I'm gonna carry a Spoggins.
You are.
Oh, yeah,
correct.
just-
I am sorry.
Just like the old days.
Wait, he's carried you before?
I think
I mean,
so.
the summer times,
Yeah.
okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I think
I don't have
all
to
of us
ask
at
your
some point.
permission. Okay, I've gotten on him once or twice. We've done the thing. Okay,
Okay, Spoggins are
hold-
just making me
wanna
an egg sometimes, so, chicken
Yeah,
is there,
that's
and
right.
then we go carry, so.
Okay, Sproigans will center himself. Okay, don't look like a total dump. You're gonna do great. Look in your opponent's eyes and see the fear brewing from with inside them. And I'm gonna look across the way to the elf, and she's so far away. I believe she's got fear in her eyes, and I give myself a bardic inspiration. And it takes me an extra 30 seconds to climb on Is.
Hey, Spoggins, who you talking to?
I was talking to myself, trying
or-
to pump myself up.
I'm gonna
like,
take that
you
30
need an
seconds.
air, or like a gas, or like a fart?
Yes,
Okay. You have
I'm
a
gonna take
good
that-
fart.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run down to the other side, kind of, like as far down as I can, and pull a chicken out for Is to run toward.
Okay. So standing sort of mid-post with a carrot on a stick of sorts for your
Chicken
baby
on
boy
a-
Is.
Staff.
Okay, Spoggins, are you ready?
Yes.
I
Spin
mean,
my
you don't
hands.
sound very ready.
I'm not, but
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's go kill this motherfucker.
Okay,
Nope.
you want me to set them
Nope.
on fire?
Nope, just turn him to stone, maybe. Let's do this thing.
Okay, you tell me you win and I will try to do it, okay?
Okay.
Pull up Is's sheet again for you.
All right. We're ready.
Okay, you say go and then I'll fall out and then we'll run.
Go!
Just this huge dump immediately cascading from
Just
Is's
a beige
form.
slip and slide.
Yeah. The grass or the sand hump a dump is eating immediately contaminated, causing this ulterior transition.
Gross.
And this very slow trotty gallop with a couple kicks from some of the side rear legs, causing this adjustment before you can really stabilize, bouncing all over. Go ahead and make an animal handling check at advantage for me, please.
Yes! Let's do it. Oh, that's good. Anthar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So eventually, it finally gets up to speed and begins running literally as fast as you could run.
As fast as Sproigans can run.
Yeah, literally as fast as.
Yep. That's okay. It feels much faster when you're not moving your legs.
Okay, so I need you to make for me a concentration check to cradle the joust, please.
Okay.
gosh.
You know what? I'm gonna
What a
use an
total
auto
S
crit.
show.
I'm using an auto crit here. Okay. Your boy's locked in. I watched Hera do it.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
That's my
Okay.
baby.
Okay. So, the Elven Ranger opposite you seems to be riding high, a slight standing hunch over the horse, clearly well in step and sync to the rhythm of the horse that she is riding. Without issue, seems to bring the joust up into the armpit, twisting and bearing down on the hand positioning before letting loose a thrust. I will need you to make a strength check, please. As what is Issa's petrified DC?
15.
Oh no! You know what? I'm gonna use the luck.
It's a
We're gonna
wisdom
be
saving throw at a
disqualified.
15.
Damn it, that's worse. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. Okay. You said strength?
Yep.
14.
Okay. So, as you two are riding close to one another, you hear this slight farting pop as Is lets out a bit of a groaning scowl, driving forward fast and hard, pushing towards the chicken. And you begin to see the Elven Ranger go from this low and measured undulation of the shoulders to compensate for the movement, almost the head tracking of a hawk. And the body begins to heavily destabilize as you see it bounce on the horse as the lower portion of the elf begins to turn slightly gray. And as you see the magic of this stone beginning to take over the elf's form, she's ultimately sitting perfectly upright, with the bottom portion of her seemingly in the process of petrification. I need you to roll 2d12 Spriggans.
Yeah, baby! Anything. Let's go. Nothing is off limits except it is.
It's a 10 and a 2, Deej.
He's off limit.
So,
Huh?
I've been playing with the extremes tonight. That's what I've been doing. So as you charge forward, there's a quick look back, Hera, as you see Spriggans throwing a little wink. Is lurches up, snatching the chicken from Skadi mid-post before landing down on his front four legs. This tiny small burst of forward momentum, pushing Is just that 1% beyond his normal threshold. And upon doing so, Spriggans coming down hard with Is in a therm and connects cleanly with the Elven Rider, the bottom half of which is fixed in stone, the top half of which is not. And while it would not be fair to say that the rider is dehorsed, a portion of the rider is immediately
Okay.
separated.
Oh no, there was something I was gonna try to do.
Separated from the... That's like at the moment of impact and collision, you know, kind of right before...
Here, did you roll?
Did I roll what?
For vomit.
To vomit, obviously. So,
I vomit.
Spriggans, as
Oh! Ah!
as you hear this expulsion from behind you, Is eventually comes to a quick stopped trot. You see two flags being held up with a little bit of confusion, looking around.
Fuck. Oh no.
Is kind of still kicking out a couple of his mid legs. Immediate fallout directly right there in the middle of the steeple. You see Terry begin walking forward from the gate. sort of looking over and eyeing the
Y'all, this
lower
is like the most
half
weird,
of
fun
the
thing
Oh, no.
we've ever done.
rockin' elven form, which is now split and
One
cracked
of
as
you is.
this lower
Oh, no.
statue tumbled off of the
Don't
horse
either
and
of you have something
broke
to have
in
just
a
erased
roll.
that?
Yeah, I don't think so. Terry looks down and examines closely. Looks over at the top half of the Elven Ranger, who at this moment in time just expires right there on the sand.
I want to quickly cast Modify Memory on Is. That way, if anybody, I want to remove the memory of him turning her to stone and him just being so completely focused on that hunk of chicken. So that way, in case he's interrogated, he will have no actual memory of petrifying this.
Are you wearing
this
the surprise spell bracers?
Yes, always.
What's your DC now?
I think it is
It's high.
23 with the bracers.
Oh boy. And what is his wisdom modifier?
-1.
Okay. So with a total of 3, Is stops as you gently strum a few fingers on Is's head, whispering some quick
boy.
words.
Oh, yeah. The chicken was so good. Okay. Oh my god, what happened?
We did so
Spartans.
good. You were so
Do you
fast.
see this?
Unfortunately, all of it.
Hey, can you do a magic too? Because you know I could do this, right? Like, well, I mean, no, I would eat the top, but
You do not eat that. Do not.
no, I don't eat it.
Now,
Who's going to? I don't want to have it go waste. So
it
I'm
won't go
sure.
to waste. I think they might try and bring them back.
Mhm.
oh, okay, sure, yeah, I guess. All right. I'm gonna go do a fallout. Can I have another chicken, please?
He did so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
mhm.
I think he
And,
deserves.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
go find Dad though, because we're gonna run out of chicken by the end of the games at this rate.
Oh boy, okay. We just send, do a magics, and he'll just bring you chicken.
How about this? How about how about this? I have some ham left over from Jin still. You want some ham?
Yeah, of course.
I'll give him a ham.
Terry then approaches you, Spriggans. So what's all this about then?
I don't know. I think from what I gathered, it looked like they tried to create a stone shape around them to protect themselves. And I think maybe something went wrong for them because I clearly didn't cast a spell and I'm not that powerful. So I think something went a little haywire with their spell.
Maybe you've been working out. You
No.
got a fresh pump going? No, nothing like that, huh?
No, only in the cheeks.
Okay, just a little extra thickness then. No,
Uh-huh.
nothing untoward here.
No, I've just been running some extra stairs.
She fucked up casting a spell. I don't know. She's trying to cheat. Got caught. Decimated. Basically decimated. Points to your finger guns. So,
All right. Just like
when you see the 2 flags go down and
get into it a little bit more.
drop down into the planter side on your end of the steeples. And as there's this slow and casual push back towards the gate itself, it's seemingly without too much care, other than wanting some chicken. A small team eventually comes to drag out this separated ranger in a slight interim break before the next contest resets. We're actually going to use that as an opportunity to go ahead and take our break as well. Hashtag first break. Before we do, I want to make sure that we are caught up and good to go here. Hey, we have raised $505
Holy
on
crap!
day numero uno.
There's so many toys.
2 hours.
There's so many toys.
Really,
For so many tots.
really
Thank
fast.
you guys.
I will have you know, I had a Christmas where I got a piggy bank safe once. It was not my favorite Christmas, okay? Toys for Tots legit makes a difference, and they have made a difference for me. I promise you, it is a very worthwhile cause. It seems like a lot right now, and it really, really, really is. But we got 14 days. We're already 10% of the way there, so we don't have a huge lead built up. So make sure you are giving and contributing and making sure we're spreading that good energy around. We're going to take a really quick break, so use this opportunity to relieve yourself, clean up your rangers, address any fallout situations that you have to, grab some chicken, and we will be back here in a very short period of time. Biggest donation before we come back gets my eternal love and devotion. Please contribute. Join us in the Free Forge. We'll see you in a bit, okay?
Pow!
Hello, and we are back. Thank you all so much for spending your time with us thus far. Putting up with is absolutely the wrong framing, but absolutely being here with us and dealing with what has happened and unfolded. This is like classic old school finger guns, and
This is 2017 finger guns.
kind of here for it actually.
That
The
when we
biggest
started?
winner of
think so.
love and devotion, KJ, coming in
before that.
hot and coming in fast, with another $20 to the cause to throw an auto crit towards our Sproigy Sproig.
Yes. Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Putting it down, holding it down,
Thank you.
pinning it up, throwing it
Hey,
back.
and I just get to do all types of dumb shit. Wait, auto crit?
Auto crit.
Boy.
Auto crit.
Nah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna be letting them loose.
You can be lobbing them. So, as a point of clarity on where we left this, the party was engaged in the joust. Hera
Not the first time Sproggin's been engaged in anything.
Hera had seen to dehorsing her opponent, providing a 2-point benefit, bringing finger guns up ahead 2-1. Skadi landing clean on the following joust, but not dehorsing her opponent. Also, scoring a point for finger guns as well, bringing their lead to 3-1. And Sproigans, through means that we will loosely describe as creative, dehorsed most of the rider opposite him, scoring an additional 2 points for finger guns, bringing finger guns' lead to 5-1 and providing a win in the joust competition to our intrepid here.
Yeah. Blong.
I don't
Okay,
know why,
that's
'cause
a-
that's like brand new to date.
That's a
Yeah.
D12 inspiration to the viewers.
Yes, all of the viewers, you get one free D12. See what you
Okay,
get.
put that on your sheets.
Does Ward get that for tomorrow?
I think those,
Yes.
I think that's active. Yeah, that's active.
That's the rules.
See what your
Those are the
inspiration ends up being. So the party now picks up the victors of the first event, and with the sound of the horns, you are ultimately separated once more, brought to your individual sides of the arena, where you are briefed by your escorts for the game's events themselves. And in so doing, Terry casually saunters over. So I guess you sort of won that first round then, yeah?
That's right.
It's good. I mean, it's better than losing. Apparently, losing could have you separated into two parts, and it seems
Does happen.
that's not the ideal, probably.
That was really wild. I don't know if I've ever seen that. There's
So
no
strange.
way my strength could do that. I don't have it in me.
I'm not trying to speak ill of the dead here, all right? But if
no.
you cheat, I suppose you give what's coming to you. You know, shouldn't have tried to cheat.
It's karma.
Probably, yes. Unfortunate nonetheless, but very well. Next competition is going to be group archery. You all sit there, ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, sure, yeah. I think I'm supposed to lead you over here.
Wait,
The fingered queen and the fast bud are now coming to archery.
Fuck.
Finger cluck is, so how's it pronounced?
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
Just like that.
Yes.
I don't know if I. All right. Finger pop.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. Mouth
I
bubbles.
could use Walker for this event.
I don't know how to kiss spills with my mouth like that, but it's.
That's bullshit. You're doing it to me right now.
Well.
Do we have time for me to get a grilled cheese this time though, or is it
I don't have
we're
cheese.
gonna? Fuck.
I'll take
Well,
into
you
the
don't-
nanny sandwich if you've got one.
Vegan. I'm gonna make myself a banana sandwich though.
All right. I'll just wait until you're ready to toss another one of those nanas together.
Okay, babe. What? I need some tips for archery.
Well, you've got a bow.
Yeah, I have my crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Point it
need.
in the direction of the target.
I get lucky.
It's
I
pretty
need to be
easy.
more than lucky. I need to
Just-
be perfect.
Like, breathe out before you shoot,
Okay.
and shoot when you're like holding your breath, so that you're not
Okay.
like moving more. And you can do it. You know,
Do I have to?
Like,
I'm gonna believe in
we've
myself.
we've practiced. We've practiced before.
Yeah.
Know how to hit the targets.
Yeah, but
You
it's a
got
different
this.
scenario. Last time we did this, I failed horribly. I don't even think I hit one target last time.
But like we've trained in the training room in the mansion, haven't?
Yeah, but that's different. Aiming at a target and aiming at a live person is much easier for me. But doing it
I
out
don't-
here in front of everybody,
I don't think we're gonna be aiming at live people.
I know that's what makes me nervous.
The bard with stage fright.
Hmm.
So Is
you've got
rolls
this.
up in front of you, kind of pokes his head into your thigh.
Spargans,
Oh yes.
I do not think you need to worry, okay?
Oh.
Mama won, so
Oh
the
yeah.
fact that you fall and, like a total embarrass yourself,
Is
you do.
That's okay. It's true.
Right, what did I say?
Nothing. All factual information.
Okay, but so listen though, because then me and you will become a team, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then what happens? Is to get the chicken. So if you think about it, Mama basically wins. Issa gets a chicken,
Yeah.
so all of us win.
It's very true.
Exactly.
I love that when I'm up here, you can bring me right back down and level me.
Well, you were tall to me, so you know.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love you.
Oh. Do you have a chicken?
Nope.
We're
Okay.
gonna run out of chickens at this point.
I know.
Is immediately losing interest, begins shambling off. And Terry slowly begins making his way towards the offset archery range on the right side of the arena.
Terry, before you go too far, real quick, can you just go find the king?
He's probably in a kissel. Yeah?
He's not watching me play?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not the king's keeper, am I? I'm not a royal guard. I'm not part of the king's guard. I don't have a mind link. I'm not telepathically connected to the king. I don't think. Hang on.
You go find someone.
No, nothing there.
Do you want me to turn into Letus and
No. I just want someone to deliver some more chicken for Is.
Sure.
Well, can't one of you send a message?
I was just thinking Terry could send the message. Be the messenger.
Terry's
If
our
all you need
handler.
is a message sent, I'll just send a message. That's not a thing.
You know what? Never mind. I forgot. I have a whole extra store of chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're
I was
good.
gonna say you're already out. I mean, I know it's
When's the
been a
last time you
day,
cleaned
but
that thing out?
Probably Benamir.
We do not have a sewer nearby.
23 years ago.
Okay. So Terry continues to begin moving on, sending a message. King Chicken, we're in dire need of well, not me exactly. The Finger Queen would like some chicken for the fast bad, I think. Hugs and kisses.
Is this like a walker?
Terry.
Hugs and kisses.
Yeah, basically. And saying this all the while, he's casually moving towards the area before turning around, dropping the hand from his temple. You all coming or not interested in competing? We're currently ahead, one event to nil.
Oh yeah.
So if we want to
We're
win
ready.
this thing, let's move it on, I think.
Yep.
I'd like to host a trophy today. That'd be a fun little
Hey,
opportunity.
are they still giving out patches if you win?
I don't really know. I haven't won one. This is my first year doing it. I think I sort of just took my way into this job, if I'm being honest with you. Not really
I believe
important.
you.
That tracks. That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
well,
following.
near the archery event is broken down into 3 separate sequences. There's a competition for maximum damage output. Then there is a competition for extreme accuracy. And then there is a competition for speed. Who would like to compete in or address in each one of these?
Can you use magic? Because the first time we did it, we didn't believe you could, and
You could.
you super could. Because if
Well,
you can, I'll do
can't use
damage.
damage on the target. You have to use damage on yourself or your item, but you can't use a targeted spell. You can't say I'm going to enter an archery competition and then just shoot a fireball at your target.
But can I shoot the fireball from my bow?
No.
Never seen that before, but I guess. Cool. If you have a thing that does that.
I don't.
Mm.
Ah,
Well, it's
Well,
not completely true.
hardly
But not
seems
really.
a point worth exploring then, yeah?
I mean, I don't have it personally. I don't have anything great for damage then. If I can't just.
I remember when I did it last time.
You were
And,
great.
Oh yeah. And then they had that one ranger come out and just literally rain fire. And I hit one arrow and they were like blew up the whole thing. This would
Yeah,
be
but you
good
got a
time
lot
for
of points.
walker.
It would be a good time.
I can do accuracy.
I'll do damage.
All right. I'll do
Briggs is gonna
speed.
do speed.
All right. I mean, I'm the fast bard. What does speed even mean? What does that even mean?
I think you have to loose a great many arrows in succession at a stationary target.
I could
All right.
probably do speed. So there's 4 things, right? And there's only 3 of us.
Well, the
Alright.
smaller distance range target for the Icarus, that frightens even me.
All right.
Image
Speed
is
it
not
is.
really my thing.
But Spriggans, you could dimension door maybe like right in front of the target.
No,
I feel
that's
like that
cheating,
sort of
I think.
takes the range piece of it out.
Yeah.
So there was speed, there
have.
was
It's fine. I have something. for it.
damage, there was accuracy,
Accuracy.
and what was the other one?
Gets all the events
Oh, that's it.
for archery. So you're all
Which one's
settled
first?
in?
Yes.
First up is the damage. Who's going for your damage?
That I guess is me.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. As you are beginning to take your positions in the standing box from behind, now plopped on the rear 4 legs, the front 4 legs sprawled out like a teddy bear that seems to be coming somewhat undone. I believe in you.
Mhm.
Go, Auntie. Go, Mama.
Oh.
And a IS message delivery service. Y'all, that brings us up to 560 right now for Toys for Tots.
Wow.
Toys for Tots. 560, absolutely crushing the donation growth right now. So please keep on that, because y'all are being absolute maze balls. And those are balls that are tough to find because they're in a maze. So, Skadi, you approach the line, the druid standing next to you, seemingly a little disgruntled after the way that the joust competition ended. Not particularly keen on whatever type of untoward activity may have unfolded or taken place there. But holding this dark wooden bow, almost a polished purplish hue to it. Almost as tall as this dwarven figure is. The sling of arrows actually draped directly down by his side near his waist. Not sort of carried on the back or arrows carried in hand. A very purposeful, methodical type of setup that he seems to be wielding. But as he steps up next to you, gives you a very hard side eye. You're not gonna be cutting me in.
I hope not. Trust Almighty.
You see the arm pull back this long, hard, strong draw as the bow itself creaks and strains under the force of this considerable strength. And you see this
Deej,
arrow loosed into the air. Yes.
Can I do a cutting words?
Yeah, I guess you would technically be able to with this, I believe. let me double check though. I want to double check because that's brutal. Yeah, go ahead and roll your cutting words. What do you say to this dwarf as the bowstring begins to pull back?
I want to kind of lean down and make eye contact before he shoots and say, "Hey, after this, do you want to get yogurt?"
So the string drawed back. You want to get yogurt? Immediately turns the chin and the braided leaf and heft of the beard cannon wrapping around and keeping it all together, pushing the inside of his bicep just a touch as the arrow is loose. What is the cutting words?
11.
Okay. So that reduces the core attack to a 3.
Yeah.
And as you see the arrow
Gotta be some
cut
orange
off
juice.
side, you see it immediately beginning to loft towards the crowd.
Oh my
Like it is curving, but the angle at which this arrow was released, there's no way it would have hit the target in the first place. And that's when you see this red-orange shimmer begin to light up. This arrow moving so much slower
no.
than you would expect an arrow to light up. Clearly, the one of the few in their group remaining who would be able to damage deal in this way.
Remaining.
You see the orangish red glow of the arrow actually stop in midair, hover in place. You then see it duplicate itself,
Oh god.
and then all of
That sound was so
those
great to
arrows
me.
duplicate themselves
Yes.
again until this large canvas of arrows emerges. Uniformly, they all rotate and begin to point downward before you see this circular disc of arrows separated out from this singular shot directly over the edge of the lower seated crowd. It's this.
Hold on.
Is it actually hitting the lower?
If
If it's about to hit them,
He
I
rolled a
try to do something.
3.
I have something I would like to try to lessen the dumb shit.
What would you like to do?
If possible, I would like to cast Force Cage around the arrows.
So, I mean, if that's not gonna work, because he already used his, well, I guess your reaction for that. I was gonna say I'll cast Gust of Wind to like blow them from the crowd.
Gust of Wind could probably get you there. Spriggans, you did use your reaction. And I don't think you could use a reaction to cast Force Cage regardless. But I will say, Skadi, for the purposes of
I don't
trying
want
to-
my like people to be slaughtered at the games. We've already killed a ranger.
Yeah.
How is this not shielded, guys?
To
This
prevent-
is your...
This isn't something that normally happens with the best marksman in all the
Okay.
reach.
Maybe his ass does want some yogurt.
Uh,
Right?
Some OJ.
You trying to get some yogurt? You trying to get some yogurt?
We talking about love up in this bitch. OJ.
I'm going to have you make a wisdom check, a spellcasting check, just to see how much you are able to impact these
You want Skadi to make a wisdom spell.
And I can't fly anymore, so I can't. help.
spellcasting check. Correct. I mean, they're arrows. You're not going to, like, catch up and do anything.
Where? There's my. That's a 22. It's not that.
Okay.
Oh wait. No, I'm using one of my advantages. I am saving
Yeah.
the people of my city.
Weird you wouldn't use an autocrit.
That
then,
is
but whatever.
Slightly better. That's a 25. Deej.
Okay. So, as this cascade of arrows begins to rain down, you see dust kick off all of the seats, hats, and loose garments immediately flying forward in this quick burst as a pushing breeze tears through the crowd as these arrows are falling down, pushing them slightly forward. The volume and size of this particular spell effect, 20 feet across, so your gust of wind doesn't intercept everything. However, it does provide you a significant mitigation of a circle of very dangerous and high velocity arrows dropping directly on the crowd, and the slight shift of their trajectory also lessens some of the immediate downward velocity that they would have had. But you do hear these screams and groans kind of echoing out from the crowd. As
I'm
the
so sorry.
The
About
queen has
half-
saved the city.
as
This is why
about
y'all went into hiding, isn't it?
Yes.
half of the arrows seemingly avoiding the crowd, the other half reducing their damage. These perhaps not particularly resilient fighters and warriors from the reach your average well-to-do arena viewer alive for another day, at least for right now.
Did
Terry,
anyone die, or at
watching
least
on,
still
pulling out the last little half bite of his banana fried sandwich. It was interesting. Pretty big shot. I should have put more money on you.
Terrible.
Terry.
All right.
Terry, we're friends. Why would you not bet that we'd win?
I didn't have any more money. I would have found some if I knew, but I don't.
You bet.
What's the question?
You bet everything on us, right? What you had?
Well, yeah, that's just 6 gold. But
It's gonna be a good
Wait.
return.
looking
I
for
thought
a
you
come
were
up.
like an advisor in the Glory Fell.
Yeah, there was a problem with it. They have a lot of gold. None of it's in coins. Who'da thunk, right? And then I sort of
it's
drank a potion and I went somewhere else. And then their queen needed help. So I was like, sure, help her. We're friends now. And then I ended up here shortly thereafter because she was
Yeah.
charging through trees or something. I'm not really sure what's going on with that.
Wait, are you talking about me or the other queen? that was
Well, she
charging?
said she was looking for a baby, and at one point it was just where I decided to check out. You know what I mean?
Was
So, anyway,
Was it a vampire?
not that
Looking for a
I'm aware of.
baby.
It's difficult for me to say. In any
Oh,
event,
baby.
so next up, I think we have Icarus. Eh? Who's handling this?
I mean, I haven't
Me.
gone for damage yet.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Well, generally when the crowd gets wiped out, they tend to call it there. But you ought to take a 10. Well, go ahead, step up. Presenting the Finger Queen.
I'm gonna
I love
cast
it so
Flame
much.
Arrow on my quiver of arrows,
Okay.
which
Oh,
barely
yeah.
helps this, but you know.
I mean, if you don't murder the crowd, I feel like you have an advantage.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are correct there. Because this is not my specialty, so. I'm just
I
gonna
believe
find-
you have greatness inside of you, bestowed upon you from at least somebody else, someone in the crowd, someone watching your every movement who wants you to succeed and do great. That
Yes.
one person wants to give you a gift of total accuracy and domination over this target.
And while he was saying that, I was adding prestidigitation sparks. Pah.
Is Letus here?
Ooh.
Is he here to cheer me on? Is that what you're insinuating?
Yes.
All right, I'll pull out a.
You also get a D12, technically.
Technically or actually?
Both.
Actually.
Okay, yeah.
Hey. I'm gonna wind up and I'm going to use an auto crit.
Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage then.
I don't know what my damage is. I don't.
Should be a
I think
standard
this is the second
D6
time Skitty.
plus D6 fire, right? I believe.
Sounds tight. D12 of fire sounds cool.
I'm gonna use that too. No, I don't think that's how that works, but
I don't think it's how it works either. It's been so long, who's to say? Who
Yeah.
knows bards anymore? Besides Kira, who plays a bard.
Yeah, not that kind
extra
of
one,
bard.
extra 1d6. So you're rolling 2d6 for your normal damage, and you'd be rolling doubling that for your auto crit.
Nice.
okay. Well, doubling my 1d6 is a 6 for the auto crit total.
Okay.
Then +2 fire damage plus, sir, another 4 fire damage for the Pillar of War that is awakened.
Okay. So as
Oh, damn. I could have used the pillar to resurrect the elven woman that somehow fell apart. I think.
I thought about
Plus
it.
my dex. Oh wait, no, I'm not proficient in a bow. Just kidding.
We'll deal with that later.
I don't
So-
know how this shit works anymore.
Yeah, so Skiddy, as you pull the bow back, Spriggan's words of encouragement still ringing fresh in your ear. You all see this small circle of fire, a ring floating in space beginning to emerge. Small sheets and layers of ice immediately forming from within before melting and churning and circulating in through this roil of magical arcane fire. The full apex of the pull back reached. Skadi loosing the arrow with Hera-like precision. And as you see the arrow tear through the ring of fire, it immediately ignites, expands, and begins moving forward. The visage of this arrow now taking the form of a flaming torpedo that begins barreling down onto the target. And as it strikes directly into the center, the entirety of the target itself just goes up in this big burst of flame. Your dwarven opponent directly next to you looks over to the side, stares at Spriggan's for a brief moment, looks at the target, looks off just a touch, taking in some of the crowd. Doesn't say anything, puts his head down and begins walking back towards...
I'm gonna bow to him and be like, "Thank you. You're a worthy adversary. I really appreciate you letting me compete."
It's like
against you."
anti-echo shit talk.
No, Skadi, that man was almost a murderer.
No. Oh, but that was an accident, wasn't it?
You guys know what?
wouldn't have
I
meant
say
to have
that.
killed
You
half the
guys give me
crowd.
shit for it all the time.
Is
Yeah, but
he a
you are
traitor
a
to
genuine
Curan'Sol?
murderer.
I'm gonna tell Letus.
But some
No,
of
no.
those times were accidents. Like
No,
when I
it
was
was a
trying to
total
knock that one
accident.
guy out and it just like smashed his head in. Like I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, but you were gentle.
Or like when Is ate that guy in the Fae. Like that was
Aw.
What
Not
happens
really.
in the Fae stays in the Fae.
That is also true.
Also, if you're a flower, your ass just stays in the Fae.
So as you...
Forever.
I'm
Pull
gonna do a
back.
back handspring like I did in the pit as I go back to the crowd or the group. I'm going to pit.
I'll presume that Skadi has practiced that enough at this point where
Yes.
probably has at least a halfway decent handle on that. For the next event, the accuracy, you again see the armored figure, the Magi, begin to take steps forward. This blue-plated metal all around their form, and you see it begin to fall off of their frame slightly as the pauldrons unclasp, flapping back behind them, the sheet metal surrounding their upper arms, the breastplate folding back and in on itself, slowly revealing this wired frame with a red shirt, trouser-esque leather straps that seem to be connected to a variety of pouches and packs that are hidden around the waist of these otherwise basic cottonish blue pants, and a dark-haired human-looking woman with 2 buns tied up pops out, probably somewhere in the vein of mid-20s. One side of the hair draped down long and for all intents and purposes, probably cute as button and not someone you would expect to be hidden within the visage of this armored moving tank. Steps forward. So I have to outshoot you, huh?
I mean, you could try.
Well, I'm gonna.
Good.
Dumb. Don't be so dumb. Of course I'm going to try and outshoot you.
Uh-huh.
Losers
How old are you?
first. I don't have to tell you
That's you.
anything.
Hey, don't almost kill the crowd like the other guy.
That's never happened before.
But it
Nerves,
like just
I
happened
guess.
from your teammate.
She leans in close to you here. Something's not right about all of you. We've trained long and
Finger
hard.
guns.
We don't train at all.
No, you don't.
That's the difference.
But what we do is we stop the plane wars and, got a queen.
Jones
But
absolutely.
if you really want me to go
would.
first, I'm more than happy to.
Well, maybe
And then that way you don't
maybe
have to embarrass
you can
yourself.
you can add some action to all of those words that you seem to like so much. And you
What?
see her rotate her arm,
holding your
and this cascade of armor begins folding around her arm, extending out until you see this wrist rocket-like attachment pinned to her arm. A small wrist-mounted crossbow, now seemingly her weapon of choice.
Have you ever been to Kadesh?
Why would I want to go to Kadesh?
I don't
I'm
know.
not
You might want
into
to teach
sand.
some people how to do stuff.
You think I'm
They have
some
the best. They have
geologist?
the best croissants in all of Curan'Sol there at Merg's Bakery.
Why do I need croissants, huh? Why?
Because they're
Why?
delicious.
I'm not. I don't know what your mind games are, okay?
Exactly.
But I'm not falling for it.
I just am telling you
No,
about
I was
croissants. They're buttery and flaky. and
This is
Merg's
actually just
Bakery is
legit.
the only bakery that makes croissants in Curan'Sol worth a damn.
I don't know about an
And
eggs
I
in
like
a in a
your mechanical
Kieran's.
skills.
Well, they're my skills, okay?
I
Maybe
know,
you
they're
could dedicate your
cool.
whole life to developing a set of skills other than walking around in dark clothes.
You did.
I will be
You-
honest,
you-
I didn't dedicate it all to dark clothes. I also followed a dark deity for a while. That got kind of screwy. And
Oh.
I dabbled a little bit in bardic inspiration stuff. On a pan flute.
She's like from
I like
the
to
Hells,
roll
and her
with it.
family bloodline's like
Just
evil.
shoot your arrow. I'm not letting you get in my
Okay.
head.
Maybe?
Is it just one target that I'm supposed to be going after?
So as you approach and stand in the box, Carrie awkwardly walks over. Are you ready?
And I've got my crossbow.
Terry holds up his hand to some generalized direction in the crowd. Go! Oh, sorry. One sec. This is part of the key ring that I lost. Don't tell anyone.
Your secret's safe with me, Terry.
Gives you a nod, provides zero context, and just stands behind you. All right. You need to sig in now? And at a distance near where the first target was for Skadi, you see this small disc burst from the ground and begin
I'll
traveling.
shoot at it.
Roll an attack.
And I'm gonna use my auto crit.
We got them. You gotta use them.
My fam got me that auto crit. I'm not gonna use it to kick some ass.
So, the
I can roll
uh,
if you want me to.
the side, as you see Hera begin to track, developing a little bit of an understanding, adjusting for the lead time, and then looking over at your opponent right before pulling the trigger, immediately sees the arrow sail through, break what appears to be a clay disc, probably no more than a foot across at about 60 or so yards, providing this significant pinpoint explosion as the tip shatters through the disc itself.
If
Alright.
it helps, my roll would have been 28.
You then see the Magi step up. The hesitation now kind of apparent.
Just don't hit the crowd, okay?
I'll show you how this is done.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thinking about croissants? Whoa.
So cute.
Immediately goes full Iron Man. Ooh, let's go. And you see the small protrusion from her wrist quickly run up the side of her arm to cock back this crossbow an incredible distance before you see it leave the wrist rocket. And at the same distance, with approximately the same speed, you see the arrow nearly pierce with perfect precision at this distance. Terry walks forward, gives her a tap on the clanking metal of her shoulder. Good job. You did really good, I think. Basically nailed it. Sort of leans in close to you. She sucked the big one on this, right? This one,
I mean, she
you
did
much
hit it.
better. Yeah, but you hit it
Terry.
so much better. Pretty sure.
True.
You did
In a
way
sense.
better.
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
Number 2.
Number 2.
All right, where is it? Is it gonna? Oh shit! All right. And immediately goes through the process of resetting the arrow to some extent. And after a brief moment in time, you see another disc burst from the sand. However, this time it is a little further away. You see it moving a little bit more erratically. Go ahead and roll an attack. This time it will be at disadvantage.
Then I will use my last advantage to make it a straight roll.
Okay, sure.
Natural 20.
Get out of here! No way!
Dice.
Come on, Deej, join us.
Come on, lead us. You're part of this group.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't even fucking know.
Best thing ever. There you guys go. Here's dice.
Or is. I mean, you could also be. That actually seems like a very is dance move.
Yeah. This is my glow in the dark poison dice.
Okay. So, after the second overtly impressive shot is sent down range from Hera, the Magi again steps up. Shit. Ooh, also a natural 20. What is up?
F you!
And you see the arrow cascade away, pushing at the further target. Bumpers. As you see
No,
the arrow
I'm gonna give her one of
cascade
these.
through, and
You did really good.
I'm gonna give her like I mean it to be a light shove, and it's like just a little bit too hard. Just like,
hey, let's see what you got.
I'm gonna get you croissants.
oh,
You did like really good. I'm like really proud that you are a Targosi or Curan'Sol citizen.
I'm from
You're like
Rado.
really good accuracy. It's like really impressive.
You're gonna do
She's
some
the
good
queen.
things.
Take your shot.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll an attack at disadvantage as you once again, oof, natural 20 on the first roll here though. I don't have another one. Keep that roll secret.
Beating is hard.
So here's my thing. I rolled something that wasn't bad. You know what I mean? But I
Sure.
also still have 2 auto crits.
Yeah, you gotta use them.
Then I'm
Use
gonna
them or
auto crit
lose
that
them.
shit.
Yeah, you gotta use that shit.
My family in the chat has given us toys And also arrows and 2 darts.
My
Giving us
family has
toys.
given us toys and also 2 arrows. Our family gives us arrows and toys.
Yeah, now is the
Oh
time
my
to just shoot 'em.
dudeness. Okay,
Just
so
so we're clear, I was not thinking toys
This
for cats at
is-
first, and was like, "What kind of conversational toys are you getting in chat?"
yeah, there's a
No.
lot of chaos taking place here. Okay,
Finger guns. This is what it was like all the time.
yeah, this legitimately is not
Mhm.
that far off. I'm gonna have to switch to my circus music here in a second. So, as you send another arrow flying, that same half wink coming out the side, it seems as if the Magi is growing slightly nervous at both the distance and the erratic movement that these discs are moving at. They're at a better part of almost 300 feet away, and
Shit.
they are moving much more rapidly. They're growing to the opposite side of the arena where you are standing, and you see her step up, gives you a look, focuses, gives you another look, looks over at Sproigans, doesn't say anything,
Are you sure?
lets an arrow go, and you see it just the very edge of the target, all the way down range, hitting it just enough to take a small chip out of the clay disc, but not shattering it as cleanly or as effectively as Hera did. It counts as a hit, but we're clearly reaching some of the upper limits of her effective range for the moment. It is round 4 in the archery contest.
You did it.
Hera, please take your 4th shot.
Realize
At
that
disadvantage again, I'm assuming.
This is a disadvantage, yes.
This is gonna end with Sproigans and
Mhm.
archery.
As it should.
Use
Where's
it.
my yes no dice?
It's fair.
It says yes. Auto great.
Yeah! Okay, Deej, you shouldn't have let people give us money.
I mean, that's what the chat said to me too. So
Hmm? Did nobody want to give your characters money, Deej?
Where's my money for characters? So you
Deej, we don't
see
even know
the
this character's name for us to give them money to give them an auto crit.
Magi number
and then you
6.
might think,
So you immediately see her post her
Legit, my
arm
note
out.
says Unknown
This-
magi.
This hard line stance, extending the arm out. There's this pull as you see her bracing against the exterior armor of the pauldron as it begins to peel back, the force of the arrow being drawn at such a distance, causing this incredible strain. And you see the arrow fly from the wrist, tracking it as it is about to converge with the clay disc at the opposite end, and you see the arrow just pass by the outside of the disc, unable to make a clean connection with the target.
You
Hera,
did really good.
to guarantee a win in the event, you can now take an additional shot at the same distance to secure victory. Please go ahead and make a ranged attack roll at disadvantage.
Elle flies by on her mop. Nobody sees, but they hear her.
Yeah, this is why nobody DMs for level 20 parties, because they can do everything.
Uh-huh.
I haven't
Well,
well,
I wrote
back
it-
in once.
I rolled a 16 and an 18, which makes it
is
a 28 to hit.
Sure. So at this point, Hera goes for the lined up shot once more. Looks at the Magi, who's clearly disappointed, hands on hips, sort of just watching, before you see Hera kind of lift a leg up and shoot a
Oh god.
under the knee
Go anal.
type
Brains is getting to
of
me.
trick shot. Yeah, exactly. And again, the arrow
I wink at Sproigans before I do that.
shattering
I
and
accept it.
piercing the disc at the opposite end. Hera securing a second point for finger guns in the archery competition. At this point, Sproigans, it comes to you in the speed competition. As you begin to move up and take your place alongside your barbarian counterforce for this contest, clearly their brawn is absolutely in keeping with enough to draw back a bow. They're probably not as subtle to the touch, but they're likely very fast as the nature of what they do and how they execute doing it. So the idea is to have a number of arrows land cleanly on target at a short distance away, a relatively easy shot, with as many successive shots as you can. So, as you
Are we
move
given
up-
like baskets of arrows?
I'll
Yeah,
hand you my quiver.
they have available ammunition.
Okay.
I also stole
So-
some from the Royal Armory.
You stole everything from the armory. Hare's gonna come
Yep.
home with another whole boatload of ish to put in the garage that Spriggan's gonna have to yell at her later about. I
I
so-
would appreciate that back, Hera.
it's a thing.
I mean,
It's a
you
thing.
can have those jousts that are in pieces.
I just want that dragon head
She
card.
legit steal from Letus and me?
No, I'm bringing it back. It's just broken.
Yeah, she's got to mend it first.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay, so you see the barbarian reach down, grabs a clutch full of arrows, just a huge, thick ring in a fist,
Mm-hmm.
sticks them in, not too deep, but just holding them in his abdomen.
Wait, did he like
And-
tuck him in his
He's
abs?
using-
He like stabbed
did he
himself
stab him?
with the
Oh.
arrows, yeah.
Damn.
He is the quiver.
Walker punched him
Oh.
in the
Okay.
face.
So as
Oh my god,
you
cast healing
see
on him.
Terry navigate back into the back in front of your two forms. Are you ready, Sproggins?
Yeah, of course.
I think the idea
Obviously,
is you
naturally.
just shoot them as fast as you can.
Okay, and I have to
Ro-
shoot them, or do they have
Yeah.
to go from here to there
Yeah, I
as
think you're
fast as
supposed to
possible?
Hit the target. Don't aim at the crowd. If
Yeah,
possible.
but can I hit the target? Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stand here, and we're just gonna hit the target with all these arrows.
All right, perfect. And the handler for the opposite team, standing in front of the barbarian figure, is probably only about 6 or so feet away from you. Kind of puts both of his hands on the barbarian's shoulders, grabs both sides of his face. Give each other this knowing nod as you see their handler begin to move over towards the target. Terry turns around and begins to walk away. It's going to be great. Good luck. And
Thanks.
he begins to walk towards the target as well. And
Okay.
as they stop and turn
got this,
around, you
babe.
see them both take this embracing stance where they're standing essentially directly next to the target, which is
Okay.
currently 30 feet away. All right, when we're ready, just concentrate. You see him put both of his hands down over his crotch for a second before sticking one back over the target, trying to switch, just eventually leaning into the wheel itself. The other handler immediately looking at you, Spriggans, and then back at Terry. Behind him, can't see, but clearly nervous for you.
I'm gonna pick up the keg of arrows,
the arrow keg, okay.
and that's it. I'm good until it starts.
Okay.
I'd like to bring Is over to like closer to the other team,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give him all of the chicken that I have. And I'm gonna be like, bud, if you gotta fall out over here, you just fall out. And
Okay.
maybe that stenchful effect.
And also, Friggins coming through right at the tail end of our fancy pants, dropping that player advantage, which I'm gonna say, given the circumstances, we will auto throw to Spriggins here.
I mean, that works.
We're getting it in. $20 short of 600, y'all. $20 short of 600. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Before we do anything, I want to quick put the keg down. I want to do a performative handstand, and then kind of flip out of it and get the crowd on my side.
Okay, sure. Make a performance check for me.
I will. I'm going to use an auto crit, Deej.
All right. Immediately, this therm of excitement comes from the nearby crowd as everybody is enamored with Spriggins' exciting performance of stationary acrobatics whilst holding a keg of arrows. But there's excitement and laughter coming from the nearby stands as you see the barbarian reach towards his side and pull out the first arrow, holding it back in place. Terry giving you a bit of a nod. Are you ready?
Right. Now I'm going to walk back to my station and kind of do this kind of thing, imitating the barbarian, and possibly every couple steps kind of clench my cheeks to make them clap a little bit, and then keep going. Oh yeah.
But what's your gait?
Oh, it's much smaller when it's clenched.
Skadee out here with another auto crit. L bringing us to 600 for Toys for Tots. Y'all are absolute monsters, and I mean that in a way that's not immediately to be slayed by a crowd arrow. What a bunch of champions. Technically, that's true, but if you were behind him during a fallout, you'd understand.
Hence
Harry,
bringing him over to the enemy.
looking out, checking with you. You ready?
Ready to go.
3, 2, 1. And immediately, the barbarian looses his first arrow.
Okay, I'm going to put the keg down. I'm going to cast Bigby's hand. And Bigby's going to snatch all the arrows and chuck every single arrow at the target. There's all of them. A whole handful of these arrows. Whatever I need to roll, Deej, I'm using my auto crit.
And his advantages and his locks.
Make it up on the spot.
Yeah, okay, I'll say the required dexterity of Bigby's hand for something that is inherently a little bit more of a delicate nature will consume the auto crit for the spell casting modifier check to manipulate the spell in an unusual way.
Tight.
For the purposes of the actual attack itself, I'm going to say that Bigby throws in a bit of a cascade, and as such, we'll consider 4 separate chunks of these arrows being flopped towards the
Okay.
target. To make matters even more exciting, the barbarian's first roll is a natural 1.
Oh no, his handler's gone. Poor
So,
Terry gets it. It gets it in the lung.
as you place the bucket of arrows down, you hear this yelping scream from a distance and look up over across the way. and immediately the handler for the opposite side just arrowed and completely falls behind the target.
Got him. Oh,
Seemingly unabated from pursuing. Oh my god! No!
Yeah, boy, put it in the chat.
No way!
He's so good.
So the barbarian.
Kitty.
Yeah, are you? Yeah, you're not talking. So the barbarian jostled for a brief moment, quickly rips out another arrow from his abdomen, draws it back,
God.
lets another one go, and as the handler is scrambling to get up, gets it in the opposite shoulder.
Damn.
The first one just had Hera like kind of chuckling, trying not to be all Spriggans about it, and then the
I
second
mean,
was like,
oh
nope.
my, yeah. So, not dealing a
it's a
lot
boss,
of damage, but like this is NPC level handler. Fucking
Oh,
barbarian
no.
kills him dead. Like the second arrow.
I'll healing word him before that happens, if I can.
Oh, just sort of risen back up on the last split second of Hera's miraculous
down!
healing word.
Just stay down.
I'll need you to make 4 ranged attack rolls. But you're using Bigby's hand, so I'm gonna say just roll a d20 and we'll use your spellcasting modifier for the attack.
Okay.
This is just a raw charisma check, essentially.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say you're
Spriggans is
proficient
terrible
with
at those.
arrow throwing, so
Well, so that's 11, 15, 30, 20, 7.
okay.
You know what? I'm going to use my auto crit on that last one.
So
That is officially all my auto crits.
the first clutch of arrows heaped and thrown as part of this cascading rainbow of slapped arrows in the proper direction. The first collection of arrows immediately falling outside the scope of the target. The second quick flick sees a fair portion of the arrows land on target, but at this point, Spriggans begins to kick it into showmanship gear. And with a total of 4 on his third attack roll, the handler resurrected,
Oh no.
immediately taking an arrow. Just
I should just
absolutely
cast
up and
Sanctuary on
down.
this man.
Oh no.
Natural. He's not being targeted. He's
Oh, that's
literally
true.
in place of
Do I
the
have any
path of a
shielding?
flying arrow. So a natural 1, a natural 2, natural 4. Literally back to back to back on all of that. Finally recognizing murdering the handler is not the goal of the contest. The barbarian looses another pair of arrows before shooting the handler again. The third
I'll
therm
cast
of
Shield of Faith on him if that helps him at all.
just like all
Since
of
I'm
finger
over
guns
there,
casting protective magics around this pincushion of a handler. What?
Since
What
I'm
do you-
over there, I will cast Stone Skin on this handler.
Oh no, now it's gonna look like you cast it on the rider that I split in half.
No, petrification in this is like it's very stone-esque.
Hmm.
So-
I was like, shit, you're right, but
Yeah, and as the form will say is through some strange combination of cantrip spells for your opposition and what have you, you see their form turn to stone, bleeding out to create these gray arrow tips protruding from, or arrow tails protruding from their form as they have not yet been removed. This standing human porcupine now coated in a stone's gray, not wanting to move, unaware of what's taking place. And as Sproigans' spectral hand grabs the last bushel of arrows from the arrow keg, there is this shifted flick as the arrows begin tumbling end over end before all of them landing almost in this nail gun-like strip that runs across the entirety of the target. As the rest of you watch this barbarian feverishly pulling arrows out of his abdomen, firing shots with a couple of them occasionally bouncing off the stone skin form of the handler down at the opposite end.
Sproigans is just doing prestidigitation, like
just an absolute fireworks show.
fucking voguing, playing it up.
So, barring the awards ceremony and what would become quickly Finger Guns' second patch.
There's gonna be a whole shitload of rule changes after this one.
We're actually going to go ahead and end our session there. Finger Guns, the reigning champions, unchallenged, unabated, unquestionable. The two-time Golden Games champions. Check out the patches.
Look at the patch.
Double
And
queen,
the back
double
patch
patch.
and my front patch.
Yeah,
We got a
y'all
lot
gonna
of
have
patches.
Golden Games letter jackets. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
This was an absolute blast. I had so much fun, but this was chaos, the likes of which I feel like only Finger Guns can truly master.
It's
But that was
true.
brilliant. Thank you so much to my wonderful players for making a very fun game. Thank you so much to all of you for being the coolest and most awesome of beans and contributing just an awesome surplus of awesome monies to, oh, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
Okay. We have Sildari coming in with 20, specifically to provide an auto crit. And since Friggins came in kind of right at the buzzer and we were looking to push it on the edge, I will have Sproigans, well, not Sproigans, but we'll have Jones carry over a advantage, and we'll have
Carry over an advantage to what?
Next Friday.
or whatever.
I mean, we're about a week late for me needing an advantage. You know what? Give it to Mergs for
Dove.
And my D12 goes. My inspiration goes to.
Oh, she actually is in a situation where she's likely to die, so I
Okay,
can
she
get
gets
on
it.
board with that transition.
Mergs, someone tell Mergs to turn up the volume right now so she can
But
hear.
that
she just
being
got the stuff.
said, also Jin, like absolutely splashing in there like Sproigans ought do with $50 at the buzzer, crushing it, and then
Wait, you should go
Nice.
with like say it like Jen, like say something.
well, there is a message accompanied with it, which I am happy to convey. You're the best. You go, guys. Even now, the terror creeps down your spine, and I shall find you. Yes, Jin the fairy dragon. Let's
Those of you who are
go!
curious, one of those is the voice you hear if you understand Sylvan. The other voice, if you understand Draconic.
Yeah,
Just-
Harry used to have a fairy dragon. And depending on what spell you used to talk to it, it had a slightly different cadence. All right.
You
And
know
then
what?
also,
All of which was pretentious.
Yes, every
Ooh,
single
I
one.
could go for an olives.
and the last redemption I think we have for tonight. You can still donate. But like
Yeah,
this
14
thing
days.
is over, so like no more redemptions, but you can still donate. We'll have tons of donation incentives for a ton of events coming up. Literally starting tomorrow, 11, L is going to be here absolutely getting his butt kicked by me in Golf with Friends, or maybe not. I don't even know how that's going to go because some of the incentives are
It's gonna be
Also,
amazing
like,
no
not
matter what.
That
a little
great
out there,
at
but
Golf with Friends.
I'm
It's
amazing
gonna be
at
tight.
everything I do,
I
including
mean, you're not as
Unveils that.
golfing with
nowhere
an
as
acorn.
bad as me.
But we're going to close the redemptions portion with Is dropping a great deal of fallout in front of the opposing team as they slink away
sorry.
in loserish shame.
As murderers and defilers.
I am
No, we
faltering
patched up that one
everything.
lady.
Falter
And,
everything out of the necklace.
Approaching your location.
Mama and clan. Double the golden game winners! Yeah, okay. Double chicken for Is. That's how it happens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Double chicken. That's right.
Ooh, also,
I'll
I
give
promised
him all
my
my
horse a
things.
bunch of stuff.
So, for the purposes from here on out, we're going to step away, get away, and we will be back next week. Literally a week from now. Fridays. That's when we play.
Yeah.
There's a thing
If
on
you can
Wednesday,
swing
right?
by tomorrow in
Sometimes.
the AMs, we are also going to be having the Golf with Your Friends community event. If you want to swing by in the afternoons, okay, we got a fun little soiree happening right here, same place, okay? That's going to be with new players, new DM, whole new one-shot circumstance. It is going to be an absolute blast.
yeah.
Do make sure you check that out. We
Should be
have
tight.
server events taking place events taking place in the server for the interior portion of the week. We'll be back here again on Wednesday, and we will be kicking it with Stay Alive, episode 3. And yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it, but if you saw episode 2, you should probably come back for episode 3. And if you have not seen episode 2, you should get caught up, and then you should go tell all your friends to come back for episode
Yes.
3. So join the FreeForge Discord if you have not already. Do give with your full heart or empty wallet, whatever works best for you. And I think
We're already at 665,
let's go.
which means we're
Nobody
less than
donate
$100
one
away
single
from the
dollar.
third like
Do a
event
single dollar.
incentive.
Until I see you next time. Party on.
Push the button.
I'm gonna put the keg down. I'm gonna cast Big B's hand, and Big B's gonna snatch all the arrows and chuck every single arrow at the target. There's a whole, all of them, a whole handful of whatever I need to roll. Deej, I'm using my auto crit.
And his advantages and his lucks.
Make it up on the spot.